You're my fighter. You make me a survivor. You're my God. You're my fighter. You make me a survivor. Now I'm alive and born again, rescued from the grip of sin. Oh God, your love came crashing in and pulled me out of the fire. I'm a survivor. You pulled me out of the fire. I'm a survivor.
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I suppose we should get going.
Let's go.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Are you a survivor? Are you?
I'm a survivor.
Good morning, everybody. It is Monday. Almost. The end of the month. Well, it's the end of the month. Almost November. Are you ready for Christmas? Ready for the holidays?
I think so, man.
All right. Well,
I think so.
good.
I think I'm ready.
Good morning. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Dex, Steve-O, and you, the Starmy. Live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM if you want to join us and hang out. Loretta, what's up?
Charlene already chimed in on YouTube.
What's up, guys? How are you? Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us.
Didn't mean to cut off your Carl shout out.
Carl.
My bad. He
Carl with
totally
a K.
added a super sweet Star 88 decal to
Nice.
his car.
Nice. That's right.
It looks good, bro.
Phone lines are open, 505-338-3700 if you'd like to chime in. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
No way.
Yes,
Yeah.
way, bro.
Yeah, Alexa. Yeah.
Casey's stoked for Thanksgiving. Casey, it isn't even Halloween yet. I mean, does it feel like Halloween's already come and gone because this weekend was all the Halloween parties?
Oh, my gosh. Let me just tell you guys.
Oh, no.
As I scrolled through Facebook and Instagram all weekend long,
Yeah, go ahead.
I saw many of my Facebook and Instagram friends
Yeah, just about all of them, huh?
having the time of their lives,
Oh,
dressed
so
up
great.
and just
In rad costumes.
hanging out with friends and
I had
partying.
friends texting me photos of their great costumes.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Oh, so great.
I just wanted to dress up and go out and be a part of some of these amazing parties.
Samesies.
And I just stayed at home and watched and wished I was there.
Yeah.
I'm okay.
Hey, but let's be honest.
What?
Saturday night, I invited you to go out with me, and you were like, "I'm old," and I was like, "Yeah,
I
me
was
too."
in bed by 9.
Yeah,
I was in
me
bed by
too.
9.
So even if we had gotten the invite to go to said Halloween party, do you
I
think
would
we
have
would've
gone.
I probably would have gone actually if I'd gotten invited to one singular Halloween costume party
well,
too. But
that's cool,
okay.
guys. That's cool.
Nah, no invite needed. No
I
invite
remember
needed.
Back in my 20s, that just used to be my life all the time.
Oh, yeah.
Just used to
Okay.
go to all those parties, dress
got you.
up, and have a great time. And, yeah, it's cool. And I slept, let's see, I went to bed at 9 o'clock on Saturday night, and I woke up at 10:30 a.m. Yeah,
Wow.
just had to sleep.
You slept.
Maybe putting a blanket over my window wasn't the best thing to do. The sun doesn't wake me up anymore. Anyways, hopefully you guys had a great weekend and just enjoyed your friendships. So
Yeah.
that's cool, man.
Absolutely.
Good. Got a big show today. I think we need to kick off the show. Where is it? There it is.
This is fake news.
You are fake news. Sir, go ahead. Can you state?
News so fake, it's probably true.
Yeah, we got punked, guys. On Friday, we did a story
No way!
that Justin Bieber eats his burritos sideways like a weirdo.
Oh, no!
We made fun of him.
We did!
We ridiculed. The whole show, basically, we just made fun of Justin Bieber. And turns out, that's fake news. It wasn't Justin Bieber after all. It was some YouTube show. Some guy dressed up as a Justin Bieber imposter.
I cannot believe that.
Yeah, there's a YouTube channel called Yes Theory, and they just wanted to see if they could make it go viral, and yeah, it did. Yeah, it worked. Yeah, they dressed up. One of the guys dressed up as Justin Bieber.
Wow. And literally just posted a photo of Biebs eating a burrito sideways
Yep.
to see if it would go viral.
Oh man, I
That
got to interview
guy-
Landon over this. I bet he
That guy tricked us hard.
Thanks for letting me in on this, Landon. I bet he knew last week. He didn't even tell me.
I'm so mad.
I am too, right?
I'm so mad.
See how many followers these guys
Somebody
have.
said, y'all pretty much made fun of all Canadians, didn't you?
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, we did.
I mean. Somebody said, my sister had a Halloween party 80s themed. I
that's
went as Marty McFly. That's awesome.
Maybe send us some pictures.
That's cool.
That'd be cool, man.
I didn't want to go anyways.
Oh my gosh, these guys, this Yes Theory, they have 2.6 million subscribers.
And there you go.
That's cool. Yeah, they
Dude.
got us, man.
Mm-hmm.
Ha ha! We fooled you, you fool!
Yeah, you did. That's
Yeah.
fine. Whatever.
Gosh.
I don't even care anymore.
Got us hard, man. Got us so hard.
On Halloween. Okay. Guys, it's Halloween and it's parody time. You ready for some parodies today?
I am. I think so.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Are you sure? What kind of parody do you want? What do you want?
I want. What are my options? I don't.
You
It's
know,
not like
name
I
something,
have.
dude.
I don't. Carmen.
Saying what? Carmen?
Yeah, Carmen.
Yeah.
You said name some.
Carmen.
Yeah,
Wow.
you know Carmen, like Witch's Invitation.
Yeah,
The
that's cool.
Champion.
Yeah, that's cool.
Carmen.
Yeah.
You basically just have to.
Oh, sweet to the mind.
Guys, I got parodies all morning. I got Halloween parodies.
Oh, sweet to the mind.
Wow, I didn't know they covered that song.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
It's gonna be great. What else? What else we got going on? It's National Cat Day. We got some cat stuff. I think I'm dying.
You
We
gonna
got
be
a
okay?
hairball. I'm okay.
Okay.
We'll talk the Red Sox. I guess they're the champs of the World Cup, so that's cool. What else we got going on?
Man, yesterday was a bad day for me rooting for sports.
Yeah, why?
I watched the Bucks game, and after 4 interceptions, they finally benched Jameis Winston. Hopefully, he sits for the rest of the season. He's the reason why I don't like the Buccaneers anymore.
That's cool.
And Fitzmagic came in, brought him all the way back to tie just to watch Cincinnati kick a field goal to win it as time expired. The Raiders were winning 28-21 going into the fourth quarter and then gave up 3 touchdowns to lose by a stupid amount. I owe Andrew lunch today because of it, because he's a Colts fan. And then the Dodgers were just like, you know what I want to do? Go home early. Let's end this baseball season.
Yeah, why? You know, wait, they went 8. They basically played, what, 2 games the other night when they went
I
18
know.
innings? What?
Dude.
18 innings.
And walked it off in grand fashion. I was
So
thinking, this could turn the tide. No, it couldn't. The Red Sox were just too good. Shout out to Albert, who last week was like, bro, Red Sox are going to win this one like 4-1. And sure enough, the series was 4-1.
Good call, man. Good call.
Johnny wants to know what happened to Frankentune. You were
Oh.
2 days away from Halloween.
Yeah, that got retired.
2 days away from Halloween.
We don't do that anymore. Guys, we always do it on Halloween. Jeez. Just calm down.
Got 2 more days, bro.
Dude.
2 more
I know,
days.
I already got it ready to go. It's going to be awesome.
Okay.
Yeah, I do it every year on Halloween, guys.
Halloween.
Get out of here.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I do.
On Halloween, you got run over. Oh, that was the wrong line. It's a surprise. Wow.
Cause it's
Oh,
Will you stop? You
little teasers
like,
for you.
How early did you get here?
Somebody got.
Oh. Parodies, guys.
I'm excited.
We
Gonna
got
be a good day.
Halloween parodies all morning long. It's going to be so good. All right, let's take a quick break. You guys can chime in on the show, 505-338-3700. Tell us about your weekend. Just go ahead and brag about how great your Halloween party was. That's cool. That's cool, guys. Woo! Oh, shout out to my boy Paul. We played basketball this weekend, and guess what? I beat him in horse. He's crippled right now, though. So... chime in on Facebook and YouTube, @Star88FM. Tell us about your weekend, guys. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. Text in.
Do you ever get an update from that email we did last week? I've been waiting for that update on the girl we helped.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh,
No update.
guys, you got to give us updates.
I know.
Look forward to those. All right, live from the Dream Style Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Good morning, Stormy. We'll be right back.
For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees like chili rellenos, burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan or gluten-free and offers catering, as well as a rewards program at 1950 Wansabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support.
You've shattered your strongholds through the hammer of God's Word, and now it's time to bring what you've learned to the table. As the holidays draw near, you might be around people you don't necessarily want to be around. Are you desiring to repair your relationships? Join us as Pastor James McDonald teaches from God's Word in this new series titled Relational Rehab, this week on Walk in the Word.
Make an appointment with James McDonald, weekdays at 12:30 p.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
If you knew the future, would it change your life? Well, check this. Prophecy is an open book.
Every tomorrow has two handles, the handle of faith and the handle of anxiety. Too many of you are grabbing onto the handle of anxiety. Prophecy will move you to grab the handle of faith as you realize I serve a God and hopefully I trust a God who knows the end from the beginning.
Skip Heitzig says, do not miss the fulfillment you can find in the book of Revelation.
The real joy that you will experience is when you decide to keep it. And how do you keep the book of Revelation? By living in the light of eternity. That's how.
Hotspot. Hey, at connectwithskip.com, you will find a treasure of messages from Skip with an amazing interface to search topics in Scripture. Now this straight question from Skip.
What's next for you? Perhaps the next step for you, the best step for you, is that you would embrace what you have placed at arm's length for so long, and that is a relationship with Jesus Christ.
Hotspot.
Peace, bring it all to peace. The storm surrounding me, let it break. At your name, still call the sea to still. Jesus, Jesus. Jesus, Jesus. You make the darkness tremble. Jesus, Jesus.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, so good, bro.
Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. Good morning. Hey, this Friday, you can join Heidi. She's going to be out broadcasting live for Feed In Kids. It's from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. She'll be at the Feuds on San Mateo.
She's going to be in a Fiat on San Mateo. That's it. That's how you find her.
In a Fiat, huh?
Could you imagine that's the remote? Not at a car dealership.
Guys, I'm
It's
broadcasting in a Fiat.
Like, I'm at the intersection on the median in a Fiat.
And, you know, it's a black Fiat, okay?
You can't miss it.
Yeah, so Feed In Them Kids. You guys know all about Feed In Them Kids. Just bring some non-perishable food items, which you can get a list up at star88.fm. Lots of high-protein snacks, stuff that will fill the belly for these kids out there. So 10 a.m. to 2, make plans to join Heidi down at Fiat on San Mateo. Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's going on, Starmy? We're live on Facebook. What's up, Paul? Bernadette? Glad you loved the song. Good. Apparently, there's a lot of people signing a petition to change the date of Halloween.
Oh, okay. What?
Don't you think Halloween should be one of those
floating Saturdays?
dates? Yeah, yeah. Like, because when it's in the middle of the week or if it's on a school night, so like Wednesday, Landon's got a basketball game. It's like 6 o'clock. Like, you got a basketball game at 6 o'clock, and then what? You get to go out for like an hour and trick or treat? That stinks. That's a bummer. You know, why not just make it that Saturday before the last Saturday of October? But like 25,000 people have signed this petition on change.org. They want it to be a floating date. That would make Halloween more like Labor Day, which always is the first Monday in September, regardless of the date. Yeah, I signed it. You going to sign it? I'm signing it. It's ridiculous.
Here's why I can't sign it. Halloween was my dad's birthday and my parents' wedding anniversary. It's got to be the 31st, dog. I have an Angels jersey that I had customized that says Steve-O on the back and the number 31 because that's my dad's number. It's got to be the 31st.
What's your dad's number?
It's my dad's number, bro. 31.
Okay.
And oddly enough, today is the anniversary of his death. So, happy Halloween, everybody. October 29th. It's been 34 years.
Man.
I know.
That's crazy.
Somebody says, but isn't Halloween a federal holiday? I wish.
Yeah, that's another
Should
thing.
be.
Should be.
More people celebrate Halloween than just about anything else, right?
Right?
It's like Christmas, Easter, Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I think Halloween might be more popular than Thanksgiving.
Yeah, if you look at everybody's social media over the weekend, it sure was. Again, thanks for the invites, everybody.
Yeah,
we
thanks
didn't
a lot,
want to go
guys.
to any costume parties anyways. Well, we need to come up with a good duo costume. Maybe that's why.
A duo costume?
Yeah.
I'm Batman, you're Robin?
I saw a bunch of couples this weekend dressed up in their like couple costume. Maybe that's why we didn't get the invite.
Thelma and Louise? That's a power couple. Right? We got it. It's like a power couple costume. You know?
We'd have to go all out and actually be sitting in a Mustang.
Yeah.
You know, for that one.
Yeah.
I saw some costumes and like the props around them were incredible. And I'm going, who has time for this?
Yeah.
How do they do this?
I could be Frankenstein's monster, and you could be
Victor Frankenstein.
the bride.
No.
You could be the bride.
Okay.
It would be beautiful.
I could be Victor. Somebody said Abbott and Costello.
Okay.
What? But we're two skinny dudes now. It doesn't
so
work anymore.
So skinny now.
You ruined all of the cool duos because you went and got skinny.
I'm not skinny. I still have so much weight to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So much.
Don't you do that. Remember the Starmy chimed in on the live line, 505-585-LIVE. Maybe you got a question. They said, here's one. Has anyone actually Googled curmudgeon? Does Jarrett know what that means and purposely goes by that? I didn't want to ask publicly on the Facebook post because, curmudgeon's listening.
What does it mean?
A bad-tempered or surly person.
Oh, well,
a
that fits
grumpy
him.
old man. A miser.
Oh, yeah. Makes
An
sense.
ill-tempered person full of stubborn ideas or opinions. The answer to your question is yes. Yes, he does know. And he gave himself that name. A crusty, ill-tempered, and usually old man. Yep. Yeah.
Here's the deal, Jarrett or curmudgeon. Quit blowing up Steve-O's phone, okay? I'm going to call you out right now. Seriously? Steve-O on Friday after the show's like, dude, they won't stop texting me, dude. What'd you... And I'm like, what? I don't care. Like, everybody... I don't know if it's everybody, but Jarrett was just thinking that he hurt my feelings. He didn't hurt my feelings. There's nothing... Jarrett, I was just giving you a hard time on Facebook.
Yeah.
Just calm down, bro. But yeah, you still are never allowed to come to the studio.
You know what's sad is he
you
was going to
that.
bring us breakfast burritos on Friday,
Oh
but
my
you
God,
said
nope.
no.
Good. Seriously.
You're allowed to come to the door and give us food.
Yeah, but you're not allowed to come in anymore, okay? Or I'm going to come to your work and hang out with you. That's what's going to happen.
Are we going to become crusty old dudes?
I feel
think so?
like we already are kind of crusty old dudes.
Really?
Maybe. What does that mean, crusty old dude? Is that
I don't
Jarrett?
know.
Is that...
Maybe.
Yeah?
He gave himself that
somebody
nickname.
who's negative and mean, always just wants to argue or has a bad temper. I guess, yeah, that would be a crusty old dude, right?
Yeah, maybe.
Yeah, I'll never be a crusty old dude. I'll never be a get off my lawn type of crusty old dude. No way.
Yeah.
Not going to do it, man.
Oh,
Who
man.
wants to live that life, you know?
Spanky and Alfalfa.
Ooh, good one. I looked just like Alfalfa when I was in junior high. I used to part my hair down the middle and just slick it down.
Yeah.
It looked so ridiculous.
For those that have no idea what we're talking about, that was from 1922 to 1944. How crazy is that?
Wow.
Little Rascals.
Man, I used to watch that all the time.
Yeah.
It's one of my faves.
Yep. Back in the 40s when everything
everybody. Back in my
Somebody
day.
wants to know why you're always eager to dress as a girl or want me to dress as a girl. What is going on?
Well, I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, right? I mean,
somebody said y'all should go as Flo and Mayhem. One from Progressive, one from Geico.
You'd be a
That
perfect
is-
Flo.
Okay.
You look just like Flo. I look just like Mayhem.
You could be Mayhem. Oh, man. That's so great. We just have to get invited. Well, we're hanging out on Halloween, right?
No.
Yeah.
What?
I made plans with the Petersons. We have a tradition, and just because you live there now doesn't mean you're ruining our tradition.
Let me see.
We
here.
carve pumpkins every year and then go
I
out
haven't
in
gone
the
the
hood.
past 2 years. Probably because I have my own kids that wait, they're not going to trick or treat this year. Darn it. I don't think I have an excuse anymore. My kids are done trick or treating.
Dude, I wonder if it's just, did you raise them wrong? What's going on? My son is 15, and we were talking about what's coming up on Wednesday, and they are losing their minds.
Wow.
It is time.
Oh, we got to take a break, guys. We got to take a quick break. We'll be back in 1 minute. Actually, no, wait. 2 minutes.
2.
All right.
3 into the 4.
2 minutes. Live from the Dream Style
Steve
Remodeling
Doggy
Star
Dog and
88
Dr.
Studios.
Dex is at the door.
We'll be right back.
On Star 88, Robert Morris brings us this PowerPoint.
If you weigh 125 pounds, you have 45 teaspoons of salt in your body. Just think about 45 teaspoons already in your body. If you weigh about 200 pounds, like some of us, then you have about 75 teaspoons of salt. So when Jesus said, you are salt, obviously that's what he was talking about, right? Of course not. He was talking about salt as an influence. It's an influence. You might not know this, but salt is mentioned more in the Bible than you might think. Even in the Old Testament, this is going to shock you, but when you gave sacrifices, and sacrifices were in the Old Testament, all through the Old Testament, you actually had to season every sacrifice with salt.
A PowerPoint with Robert Morris. This is Star 88. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue. A gunman armed with an assault rifle and several other guns stormed in, taking 11 lives. Police say he told them all he wanted to do was to kill Jews.
We've learned that dead range in age from 54 to 97.
This was an anti-Semitic act.
The nor'easter causing coastal flooding from the Jersey Shore all the way up to Cape Cod. Winds gusting over 60 miles per hour.
Flames engulfed a 5-story apartment building in a Boston neighborhood that's home to many university students.
Uber, the rideshare service, is trying to avoid a repeat of what happened back in 2014 when heavy demand brought down the system during peak Halloween hours, driving prices way up in some cases.
Taking a look at the Halloween film, the direct sequel to the classic 1978 slasher pick with Jamie Lee Curtis grossed a stellar $32 million in its second weekend to top the charts.
Red Sox win the World Series, and the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
You're world champions, baby. World champions
And we're back, everybody. Good morning. You were saying, Steve-O. You were saying. Go ahead. Sorry to cut you off there. We just had a 2-minute break.
Woo!
We're back, though.
Welcome.
Were you saying anything before we went to break? I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, that's okay.
Well, we were talking about, dressing up for Halloween.
Yep.
And this guy dressed his kid as Hitler for Halloween.
Dude, I saw this. I'm so glad you're bringing this up. This hit national news really quickly.
Here's your headline. A guy who dressed his kid as Hitler for Halloween is upset at how people treated them. Okay, really? That's just, where's my laugh track? Thank you. Well, that's a good one, guys. That's a good one. There's a guy named Bryant. He's from Kentucky. He was taking his 5-year-old son to a trick-or-treating event on Thursday night, and Bryant decided to dress as a Nazi officer and dress up his son as Hitler. He said it was because he and his family, quote, love history, the part of historical figures. But after the event, he put up an angry post on Facebook about how he was shocked at how badly people treated him and his son. Quote, tonight, grown adults threatened a child over his costume. Threatened his mom and dad as well. First, it's none of your business. Second, how dare you? We had the displeasure of dealing with the fruits of the so-called tolerant left.
Okay.
Well, the next day after...
He blamed it on the left?
He blamed it on the left. That's exactly what you do. Good
dude.
for him. It's the left's fault.
Can we move to, like...
I blame Obama.
I don't know. Canada?
Oh, man. Canada.
He blamed it on the left and not his idiocy. He dressed up as a Nazi officer, and he dressed his son up as Hitler.
Yep.
Start me. Help me if I'm wrong. Does anyone find this acceptable?
Oh, my gosh. I just saw the pictures for the first time. Holy cow. Wow. The next day after a post on Reddit about his costume and his outrage went viral, he apologized. Quote, I think it was in bad taste for me to let my child wear that. Probably for me to wear that. It didn't really occur to me. So he apologized. You know what? Good for you.
Listen.
Be a man. Apologize. So funny. I just love that he was so shocked that people treated him and his kids terrible at the party.
I don't know how people think like, oh, but it's cool because that was the 40s.
Yeah.
So it's acceptable now to like mock or joke or whatever, because in the same weekend, a Pittsburgh synagogue was shot up and 11 people lost their lives.
I know. How sad was that?
Including a 97-year-old Holocaust survivor.
Oh, my gosh.
Survived the Holocaust, died in America.
Wow.
I'm like...
Yeah, that was so sad.
And the shooter faces 29 federal charges, many of which are punishable by death, by the way. 11 counts of using a firearm to commit murder. Not to take it super dark, but I don't understand how anyone could think it would ever, ever, ever be acceptable.
Yeah. Yeah, I know, man.
Mark says this is the same reason why people don't see their own racism or bias. Kim says, what year is he living in, and what country does he think he lives in?
Well, I mean, I guess the beautiful thing about this country is that if he wants to dress up as a Nazi officer and dress his child up as Hitler, he can do it. But it's also a free country where people can yell things at you and tell you how awful of a choice it was to dress up like that.
Now, here's an interesting tape. 505-585-LIVE if you want to text into the show. Remember, the Stormy said the Hitler costume, extremely poor taste. But on the flip side, why are mass murderer slasher characters acceptable and cool for Halloween?
Wow,
night?
that's a really good point. That's right.
I mean,
Yeah.
are we talking like, hey, my son dressed up as Jeffrey Dahmer, or like Son of Sam, or are we talking like, hey, they dressed up as Freddy Krueger and Michael Myers? Because those are fake characters.
Yeah,
Like,
but
if
they
we're
still
talking about historical
murder
characters,
and do horrific things.
not in real life.
Well, just
because somebody said, well, then is it okay to dress up as a Roman officer or like a Mongol in China?
Or a pirate, or
These are like random caricatures.
Chucky.
We're talking about dressing up as Hitler. He dressed his child up as Hitler, a historical figure who murdered millions of Jews.
What was the villain in the Avengers movie?
Red Skull.
No, the other one. The one that
Oh,
killed.
wait, in the Avengers movie.
Yeah, the one that just killed everybody.
Thanos.
Thanos wiped out more people than Hitler. Could you go as Thanos? Would that be okay and acceptable?
Again,
Wow.
Wow. One is a fictional character.
Doesn't
I hear what
matter.
you're saying, though. I hear what you're saying,
Doesn't
actually. I
matter.
really do hear what you're saying.
Yeah.
Somebody says, it's Halloween. Who cares what you dress up like?
What about Genghis Khan?
Right.
He murdered millions of people throughout his life, conquered many countries.
Somebody says, if you're doing a reenactment, it's okay. But Halloween, I think it's out of line. However, he does have the right to do so, but to start pointing fingers is just sad. Somebody says, I agree with you, Steve-O. Horrible choice.
Horrible choice.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah. Yep. Bad choice. You get the fail. You know?
Yeah.
You know, what about vampires? You know?
Okay,
Vampires,
wait.
they bite you.
Yeah, but they're
and
fake.
they
They're
drink
not-
your blood.
This is
Okay? They eat you. And they steal your soul. You know, if you turn into a vampire, you're never allowed to go to heaven. It's true.
Somebody said, okay, you got it. Then Genghis Khan, like you said. Is that okay? He was as bad as Hitler.
Yeah, he really was. He killed, I mean, probably, I'd say, I don't know exactly how many people Genghis Khan. I don't want to give you, false facts on this show, but I think it was way more than like 10 million at least.
Somebody said, now I feel attacked. I was actually going as Jeffrey Dahmer.
Wow.
Nope.
Do it. You know what? Do it and call us back the next day.
Somebody said, I'm curious as to how people would have reacted if he had dressed his kid up as Stalin. Yeah. That's just in poor taste.
Yeah, I know, right?
Really, really poor taste.
Hitler he's got a...
Especially
bad
in
name.
the political climate that we find ourselves in. Oh, gosh.
I want a
Did
picture
he
where the
s-
kids
does-
aren't blurred
Did
out.
he say... Did he say why he chose this costume?
Yeah, he said it was because he's a history buff. That's why he did it. He said he loves history, and he often dresses the part of historical figures. So he doesn't understand. Maybe he already had dressed up as all the other characters, and he was like, well, I guess the only one left now is Hitler and a Nazi officer. I really want to see a picture of the kid with the mustache and everything.
Yeah.
But they blurred out. Well, I'm glad they blurred out the kid. Oh, there you go. They blurred out his eyes, but you can see the little son has got the Hitler stash and everything. Oh, my gosh.
Thebe says, well, what about Ronald McDonald? He's killed way more than anyone else.
Heart disease. He's responsible. That's very true.
A Nazi soldier, and his son as Adolf Hitler has drawn disapproval from some of the tri-state.
Meanwhile, the man at the center of all this speaks out on his reasoning and regret
Let's hear what he has to say.
Exclusively to
Go ahead,
Eyewitness
buddy.
News. In tonight's
Convince
top
us.
story, Eyewitness News' Mike Pickett with the story from the Owensboro newsroom.
Among the many costumes and masks at last night's Trail of Treats in Owensboro, one costume had some people offended.
It does disturb because we don't need that. It's a lot of people who've been in concentration camps.
Bryant Goldbach dressed as a generic Nazi soldier, while his son was dressed as Adolf Hitler. Goldbach says he wanted to do it for historical reasons.
We are only in this for living history.
He said he came up with the idea at the last minute, but started regretting his decision once others at Trail of Treats confronted him.
It happened about the time we had the first person approach us. I mean, is that time that clued me in that, okay, maybe we shouldn't have did this.
This is like something out of like SNL or something.
Yeah.
I still don't understand how somebody would think it would be completely okay.
Right.
It's mind-blowing. What's wrong with you, sir?
Now, if you excuse me, I have to go rethink my entire Halloween costume.
That was a fake laugh.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, look, we got to go to break. Guys, welcome to the show. It's Monday. Chime in, Facebook, YouTube, Star 88 FM. Also, phone lines are open. We'd love to hear your beautiful voices this morning. 505-338-3700. Big show this morning. We have a story coming up about a 94-year-old who got to live out his dream. Good for him, man. And remember we did that Hawaiian national anthem last week? And
yeah.
Not a lot of people liked it. You didn't like it.
Yep.
I loved it. Well, there's another national anthem that happened over the weekend, and it's a country version that nobody's ever heard before. I can't wait to play it to see what you guys think about it. Because I'm not a big country fan, but I kind of like this version. See what you guys think about it. All right, we got to take a quick break. We'll be back. Hang out.
Tony Evans. This is a Star 88 Supernova.
The first thing you must do, not to be a worldly Christian, is to submit to God. It was a military term, and it meant to get yourself in your proper ranking. It meant to surrender yourself to your legitimate authority, to get in the proper pecking order. This word submit is used throughout the Bible. Christians, for example, are told to submit to government. That is, to submit or place themselves under their government to the degree that the government is legitimate and it is requiring legitimate things. A wife is told to submit to the authority of her husband to the degree that he has submitted himself to the authority of Christ.
That was Pastor Tony Evans on a Star 88 Supernova.
Yeah, only time you ever called me is when you feeling like don't nobody else wanna listen. When's the last time you saw me? You probably don't remember that, cause that was back when you were different. I don't wanna hear the sorries. I'm tired of all the talking, to be honest. I would rather see it different. Yeah, you passed me in the hallway, but you ain't said a word to me. Lately all I ever feel is this, and you don't care that you lost me. What's wrong with you? Had a picture of you sitting on the dash in the car with me. Now it's in my closet with the other one sitting in the box. I don't wanna open up, you took it off from me. Told me you would die for me.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Hey, good morning. What's happening, guys? Dex, Steve-O. Phone lines are open, 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in. Tell us about your weekend. Tell us about your Halloween party. So many great Halloween parties this weekend. You know, just glad you guys had a good time. That's right. We were just watching more of that video. We kicked off the show letting you guys know that we got, well, pretty much the whole country got punked.
Yeah.
Over the Justin Bieber photo of him eating a burrito sideways. That was like a YouTube channel that made a fake photo of Justin Bieber eating the burrito sideways, and they got it to go viral. So we're watching the whole process go down. Gosh, good for, you know what? You got to give them props. Good job, guys.
They did not expect it to go this insane, which is hilarious watching them.
It's funny to watch all the, I like a montage of all the news reports around the country of people just making fun of the Biebs.
Just trashing Bieber
What?
for eating a burrito incorrectly.
I want to see Justin Bieber just at home going, it's not me.
It's not me, guys.
It's not me.
Come on. Listen, if this tells us anything about our ridiculous culture, we are so susceptible to being duped. It was like 3 dudes who went and got a really terrible wig, cut it up a little. Their buddy who kind of looks like Biebs, they're like, we got to make sure we shoot this from the side because from the front you can tell it's not Bieber. Shot 2 different things. One, they shot a video that they were hoping would go viral first of them helping an old lady across the street. And this like Hollywood tours bus goes by at the perfect time and everyone freaks out and starts screaming at Justin Bieber. And it's not Justin Bieber. And they knew they were onto something. It's unreal because then it just took over everywhere. And it's yet another reminder that we've got to like find the source, try and make sure that news is corroborated first before we just start.
I mean,
like, oh yeah, my mom posted this on Facebook. It's got to be true.
Let's go back to Friday's show. Let's hear some clips of us talking about Bieber because we were just as fooled as the rest of the country. Hey, Steve-O.
Yeah.
Did you see the picture of Justin Bieber eating the burrito sideways?
He's like he's trying to play a harmonica.
What an idiot.
Yeah,
are you serious? Who eats a burrito like that?
Obviously, he's Canadian.
Yeah, Canadian.
Do they not have burritos in Canada?
Yeah. That's what happened on Friday.
Wow.
It's
We
really
are
embarrassing.
so
sorry.
So dumb.
Gosh.
So dumb.
I'm very, very sorry.
Somebody said it'd be even funnier if he really does eat a burrito that way.
I mean,
I'd leave speechless because he couldn't contest it.
It really does seem like he would eat a burrito that way. When I saw the picture, I kind of wasn't surprised. I'm like, oh, yeah, that's how he eats. It's just another example of why I never, ever want to be, I can't even imagine being that famous. It would be terrible.
Right. Just sitting at home, like, watching football or whatever, and all of a sudden it's like, somebody hits you up like, bro.
Your phone just blows up.
You're trending.
Oh.
Where? Everywhere.
Yeah, I think I'd have a rule
Literally
with all
everywhere.
my friends. If you had my number, the rule is you're not allowed to do that.
Maybe next time you decide to go to Chipotle, hit me up first so I can teach you how to eat properly. And you're going, what? What are you talking about?
I would never go online and read anything.
Yeah.
You can't. It'd be terrible.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Speaking of terrible, our girl Britt on Facebook still lamenting the weekend. Everybody's like sad. We're getting too old, guys. She said, I didn't get invited to any Halloween parties. You reap what you sow, Britt.
What does that mean?
You reap what you sow.
What does that mean?
This weekend.
You reap what you sow.
This weekend, I was like, let's kick it. Let's hang. I'm stepping out in friendship faith. You guys want to do something? What are you guys doing today?
What are you guys doing?
No response.
Are you lonesome?
A few hours later, I'm on the old Instagram and I notice a Insta story of Seth and Britt. And
Yeah.
They're out. They're partying hard.
Oh, yeah. What were they doing?
It looked like they were eating some chicken and waffles and enjoying beverages.
Oh, really? I was eating chicken and waffles.
That's weird, because you were at the same table!
Yeah, that was me. That was me. Well, they invited me out, so I went out. Because they were like, she invites me out. Seth and Britt invited me out, and then I'm like, okay, I'll go. And they go, yeah, right, you won't show up. Yeah, thanks, Jarrett and Paul and Mark. Constantly telling people that I'm that guy. You're never going to show up. And then I even posted a picture of me being there, like, waiting for them inside the restaurant. And Britt was still like, you're right, that's not you. Okay. You know what? Seriously.
Are they like fake South Park characters? Or like... That is the best, worst voice you've ever done.
Yeah, okay, guys. Okay. Yeah, it was a really good time, man. We really missed you, and sorry you couldn't make it out.
Yeah.
What was I supposed to do? Invite you when I was invited? I'm not that guy. It's like you gets invited somewhere, and then it's like, hey, you want to come with me? I got invited.
I mean, I got invited to a karaoke party on Saturday night, and you were my first call. Hey, I was invited to this thing. Would you like to come with me?
Yeah, maybe hit me up earlier before like I'm in bed, binge watching.
Sorry, I forgot you went to bed
show.
at 8:30. So
yeah, well, that's when you're 39 years old and don't have a life. That's what time you go to bed on Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah,
just saying.
Thank you for all the apology videos, Brittany. I just called her Brittany.
Yeah. You're stressing her out, man.
Yeah.
Just relax. It's all right. It really wasn't that great of a time.
No, I believe it. It didn't look fun.
No.
The kids were there. I was going,
yeah, they brought their baby.
Who wants to do that?
And, but the oldest is what, he's almost 3, and it's like, oh, gosh, why'd you bring your kids? No, this is what's funny. So we're sitting there waiting as we walk into the restaurant, and this other couple walks in with the exact same, like, they had a baby and their little carrier thing. And what do you call it?
How long has it been, dude?
What do you call those things?
What, the car seat? Like the baby seat?
What is that called? Like a car seat?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had it in a car seat.
And the like carrier thing.
Yeah, the baby carrier. And then they had a 2-year-old girl like running around. And so this kid comes up to Jarrett and like pushes Jarrett.
You mean Jakin?
Jakin, whatever their kid's name is. I can't remember. And so the mom, they get their table before us. The mom and dad take off and they ditch their little girl.
What?
Yeah. And Britt goes, oh, well, they forgot their girl. So, like, Britt picks up their girl and, like, runs after them. And then the expression on the mom's face was kind of like, oh, yeah, we forgot our kid. Like, she wasn't like, oh, my gosh.
Dude, parents, care for your children. Watch them. Because I'll tell you what, if you don't, I will. And it's not going to go well.
Oh, dude, that sounded really creepy.
Friday, I was at Fall Fest with my son. And he's, like, in a bounce house and he's jumping around. And all of a sudden, I look away for 8 seconds. I turn back. He's standing in the corner, sobbing.
Oh, no.
His hat, which was part of his costume, is gone. And I'm like, hey, bud, what's going on? Some punk ran over, grabbed his hat off of his head, and launched it.
No way.
There was like a hole in the roof, and it perfectly somehow went, whoop.
Brody got bullied?
Dude. Oh, man. And I'm going, who did that? Which kid? Point him out. Point him out. And then you see like this random family go, all right, son, it's time to go. It's time to go. We have a scary man situation. I'm like, you better spank that kid.
Oh, wow.
You better spank him.
You called him out in front of the parents?
I mean.
You did? What did the kid do? He probably didn't do anything because he's a little
nothing,
brat.
Nothing. Yeah,
and if the parents didn't discipline him.
Yeah.
What do you... So was Brody just upset that he got his hat knocked off, or did the kid say something to him?
Oh, no, nothing at all. He had a beanie on. I think he got his hair pulled and then launched out. And it was like, well, that's lame.
I will say, though, there's nothing more annoying if you came up to me and just, like, flick my hat off.
Why would I do that?
Just go like this.
No.
Well, I just did it to myself, but...
That's one of my least favorite things.
Oh, my gosh, right?
Yes.
It's seriously like somebody spit on you.
Why would you do that?
Like, hey, how you doing? Whoa, bro. Whoa.
Were you raised in a barn?
That or when people like take my hat off.
Yeah. No.
Oh my gosh.
That's why you said to do that, and I'm like, I won't even do that. I couldn't do that.
If you're that guy, don't ever walk up to somebody, I don't care how close you are, and like take their hat off in public because it's just rude.
Yeah.
It's just rude, man.
You're okay. It's okay.
You
this
know,
happened to my 5-year-old.
Bedhead, your hair's not.
5-year-old.
Yeah, well, I get it.
And I'm going, all right, well,
Poor Brody.
I guess I'm going to have to sit this kid down and talk to him.
Should we call him this morning and see how he's doing?
I mean, he's fine. He probably doesn't even remember it because 5.
Yeah, right. See, I remember stuff like that happened to me when I was 5. You kidding me?
Dude, Cruz said, that's me. Totally tapped on a 10-year-old shoulder to demand an apology to all 3 of my children injured by corn kernels in the face.
Ugh.
And the dad to just defend him. Oh, no. Yeah, that's what happened. And that's why it's like not even worth your time. Not even worth fighting over because I said, hey, who did that? What happened? I'm like, this one? Whose child does this one belong to? And then you see the mom going, all right, it's time to go. It's time to go. Like not even like making eye contact.
See, that's what I don't get. As a parent, if my kid did something like that, I would make my child go and apologize.
Yeah. Well,
I don't get the parents.
You're a good parent.
That do that.
Shout out to Britt Momney, who immediately gave Brody balloons and made him feel better.
Oh.
Amen.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Hey, guys, we got to take a quick break.
Well,
all right? Just a quick break.
It's the end of the hour.
It's the end of the hour.
Yeah.
Chime in. We're at Facebook and YouTube Live at Star 88 FM. We'll be right back.
This is a fresh thought. Listen up to Levi Lusko.
Under the sun, if you're going to live that way, vanity of vanities. Vanity is the conclusion to a life with no God. There is no meaning. You're like, wait, vanity? You mean this person takes a lot of selfies and can't walk by a mirror without grooming and probably thinks this song is about them? No, that's how we use the word vain. That's not how this culture used the word vain. The word vanity is best translated emptiness, or nothing, or no meaning, or meaningless. One person said the easiest way to understand the actual word itself is whatever's left after a soap bubble pops. What's left, the grimy residue that's left after a soap bubble pops. Thanks a lot, Solomon. Right, that's why I came to church.
For more fresh thoughts, go to LeviLusko.com. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
Let me hear your words above all other voices, above all the distractions in this world. For your words bring life, and your voice speaks promises. Lord, your love offers more than anything else in this world. Your words give us
Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Hey, what's up, guys? How you doing? What's happening? It's Monday. Guess we'll do this thing like we do, right?
Yeah.
You know?
We're here.
Live from the Dream Style Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. It's the live line to text in.
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. Text in, be a part of the show. You can join us on YouTube or Facebook, but I am going to encourage you to go to YouTube. Curmudgeon, all the negative Nancys are on Facebook, so just move on. Just making that show great.
Hey, why do you guys have to be so negative?
Make the show great again.
You know what? How about this? The next negative comment, you get...
Can I put him in timeout?
Can you do that on Facebook?
I can. I can.
How long can you put him in timeout for?
Forever, hopefully.
Give him a 30-day snooze?
Oh, that'd be great.
That's a long time, though. 30 days? That's like...
You know...
That's a long... Especially if this is like your routine, and it's like, man, 30... Like Facebook jail for 30 days. Ugh.
Dude, if you missed it, I mentioned before the break, we were talking about Brody getting picked on at Fall Fest and me becoming that dad.
Mm-hmm.
My 5-year-old, by the way, if you don't know who Brody is. Also, what? Many people chiming in on that one. Because what do you do when it's your kid and you immediately go, oh, well, their parents aren't responding. They see the same thing I'm seeing. How is this okay? What do you do in that situation?
Right.
Do you confront the kid? Do you confront the parents? Deeb said Cedar was getting bullied by another girl her age, told the girl it was a mean thing to do, and told Cedar if she wasn't able to walk away next time and they didn't quit when asked to, punch them in the face.
Oh, my gosh. Well, I don't know.
She just wanted to have a friend, so she didn't do that.
People in
Diane
the face.
says, oh man, makes me crazy when kids and parents act like that. I'm not going to lie. I was that parent and am that nanny who confronts bad behavior. Yeah.
Yeah.
Brody, love you, dude. Hopefully you're okay.
Which food do you like?
What kind of kid would bully Brody? Only one without a soul. Jeez. Some kids are just rotten, right? Just rotten.
Yeah.
Some are just more rotten than others.
That's the thing. Is like, what do you do? How can you respond, especially if the parents don't seem to care, you know?
Well, it's a good teaching moment.
Is there anything you can do?
Well, it's a good teaching moment because that's just life. I mean, no matter how old you get, you're just always going to face that.
Right.
At any point in your life, you're going to continue to get made fun of or bullied. I mean, it seems like it gets easier when you are an adult. I mean, it can, not for a lot of people. Some people still continue to get bullied every day at work, and it's super sad. But for the most part, I think most people when they're adult, they don't face the same things that we faced when we were in high school, because it's such an awkward phase anyways, because you're going through all those different changes with your body and your hormones are all out of whack. So then you're dealing with that on top of all the other kids dealing with it and trying to be cool and fit in, and then you're getting bullied. So at least you feel a little bit more normal when you're an adult because you've worked all that stuff out.
You hope so, but somebody just made a great point. Talking about bullying, isn't it bullying Justin Bieber? Aren't we doing that because he's famous? We feel like we can say whatever we want about him?
That's a good call too, right?
Really good call.
We do it all the time with Extra and E, all of the ridiculous stories that we follow, about celebrities, and it's like most of it's fake.
We were at Fall Fest on Friday, and Seth and Britt had a booth. There was all these different booths, and you played games, and if you won said game, you got a prize. And Britt said it was crazy. All of the kids wanted a soda. Like, even if they lost the game, they were shocked that they weren't still getting a can of Coke.
Oh, here we go.
She said, hey, kid, you only get a prize when you win. It was hilarious to watch her, trying to tell children, hey, sorry.
Good for you, Britt.
You didn't win.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Good job. Not everybody gets a trophy. Not everybody gets a piece of candy. One of the things that used to drive me nuts is when the kids were a lot younger, and we'd have little get-togethers with other families and their kids. At the end of the night, after they were all done trick-or-treating, the parents would be like, all right, everybody dump their candy in the middle of the room, and we're going to sort it out so everybody gets an equal portion.
Oh, no.
What?
Listen, Bernie
What?
Sanders.
Yeah,
You ain't cutting up my
No.
candy.
No, these kids worked hard. They worked hard for this candy. And some, I don't care if they were younger and they weren't fast enough, or they tripped and got hurt and weren't, wanting to go up to the house to get more candy. That kid shouldn't get the same amount of candy as the kids that made it to every door.
What's funny is it kind of comes from the same place, because you want the kid who wasn't able to have like equal portion, if you will, but then you want the kids who work hard to get the more candy. Like, you see Brody getting picked on Friday, and I'm going, hey, all right, I need to stand up for him because he can't stand up for himself. Isn't that essentially what we're doing by wanting to ensure that the kid that doesn't have the ability to get his own candy have candy?
Yeah, still though, I
Where's
don't
the
care.
line?
I don't care, man. I don't care if you are just learning how to walk and you aren't fast enough like the other kids, or you're disabled. Hey, I guarantee you, you talk to anybody that's in a wheelchair or can't use their legs, I'm guarantee you, like, they want to be just like everybody else.
Right.
And they don't want a handout.
They don't want to be treated right.
Exactly.
Yep.
And you know what? There's people out there with disabilities that are better than people that have healthy legs.
Somebody said that's like the Easter egg hunts. Like at church, they have the Easter egg hunts.
That's so ridiculous.
You're going, it's behind the tree right there. Oh, man.
Or they put the eggs out in a grass field where you can see all the eggs. You're like, what?
We went to one of those one time.
Oh, my gosh.
And there was
it's
just
so
like
ridiculous.
thousands of eggs in a field. And I'm going, this isn't a hunt. Like, this is just like the fall gathering.
Yeah.
What is this? You're not hunting for anything. This is the worst game of hide and seek I've ever seen.
Yeah. Yeah. That's real life.
Yeah.
Who's in charge of this stuff? Who's ever in charge of that needs to be fired. Yeah. That's what we need to figure out. Like, which adult is in charge of coming up with this stuff where every kid gets equal and everybody gets a trophy? Yeah. Let's start firing people, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I don't know. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to be a part of the show. You have a dream. Steve-O, you ever have a dream? Did you ever have a dream when you were a kid?
Dreams last night.
Did you?
What? Yeah.
Did you have a weird dream?
Yeah.
I still have a dream. One day. One day. I will be the most successful YouTube star in the world. No, I don't want to be a YouTube star. You know what? I don't even know if I have a dream anymore. Even at 94 years old, this man, Frank, who's a World War II vet, still has a dream. 94. You think at 94 you'd still be dreaming? Like, man, I got dreams.
I feel like it'd be mostly dreams because you sleep a lot.
I got aspirations. I want to get this stuff done. I'm 94. Well, Frank lives in a retirement home near Portland, Oregon. And he recently told somebody about his dream of joining a high school marching band. The fact that Frank graduated over 75 years ago made it a little tough. Plus, he had no musical background, didn't play any instruments. So, kind of a weird dream, Frank. You don't even play any instruments, and you graduated 75 years ago. Weird dream, Frank. But the band director at a high school down the street heard about Frank's dream, came up with an idea. We'll put him on the cymbals. Now, come on. Anybody can play the cymbals, right? Anybody can play the cymbals. Well, Frank gets up there, and, well, the cymbals were too heavy for Frank. He's 94, by the way. Cymbals are a little heavy, man. Those, like, little round gold plates that you got to cling together. So they took some lighter cymbals off a drum set and added handles, and he started to practice at home. They didn't do any marching, but he got to perform with the band on the sidelines at a football game this month on senior night, which was kind of perfect. You wanna hear all Frank here?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Frank. You know what? He's nailing it. There you go. Good job, Frank. Whoa. I thought it was going to be a mess. He was pretty much on What do you call it? On tempo? On key? What do you call that, man? When you're the cymbal guy? Is there like a... Is he on key? Or is that singing?
It's rhythm, bro.
Rhythm? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
He's got the beat.
Yeah. He talked to a local reporter before the game, was pretty excited about it. He said, quote, I have health and love, and now this. I had a dream once. I had a dream that one day I would... I'm sorry about that. I had a dream once that I...
Stop it. Stop it. That's not how it happened.
I had a dream once that I what year is it?
Is that that's your 94-year-old?
Hey,
come on, man, 94, you achieved
what
something.
What year is it?
You're a bully.
Calm down. Where are my symbols? Where are my symbols?
Yeah.
Good job, Frank. Way to go, dude.
High school is such a serious thing.
For you, dude.
These problems
One more time, dude. Yeah! Give it up for Frank. He's got like a year left.
Paul has a very serious question. I'm sorry.
What'd you say? I can't hear you, dude. I can't hear you. What?
Sorry, okay. Paul says, hey, why can a 94-year-old be on a high school band team, but a 28-year-old that sneaks back into high school to play basketball? They both just had a dream, bro. They both had a dream.
That's pretty good. That's a good call. Yeah. All right, we got to take a break, guys. We'll be right back right after this.
Slater Transfer and Storage is a Star 88 power partner. Slater Transfer and Storage has been family-owned for more than 30 years. They're an Atlas Interstate agent and are certified by the American Moving and Storage Association, moving locally, long-distance, corporate, or even international, and providing local storage. Slater Transfer and Storage is located at 6900 Washington Street in Albuquerque, on the phone at 505-345-8841, and on the web at atlasalb.com. For over 40 years, La Salita Restaurant has been serving New Mexican food to Albuquerque. From starters like soups, salads, and Cindy nachos to entrees like chili rellenos, burrito de Eduardo, the BOG burrito, and carne adobada. La Salita is friendly to those who are vegan or gluten-free and offers catering, as well as a rewards program at 1950 Wansabo or online at lasalita.com. Star 88 thanks La Salita for their support.
A Star 88 Supernova with Greg Laurie.
Satan says, if you are the Son of God, command the stone to become bread. Now, by the way, Jesus was starving to death. He had not eaten for 40 days. So obviously this was tempting. But I want you to notice how Jesus dealt with the devil. He did not banish the devil. He did not airlift himself out of the situation he was in. Instead, he occupied ground that we too can occupy. And he comes back with the scripture. It is written, man shall not live by bread alone, but by every word that proceeds from the mouth of God. Here was the temptation that the devil was offering to Christ. Put the physical above the spiritual.
Catch Greg Laurie's teaching show, A New Beginning, on our sister station, KNKT, weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on 107.1 FM.
Lately I've been reeling, watching the nightly news. Don't seem to find the rhythm, just wanna sing the blues. Feels like a song that never stops. Feels like it's never gonna. Gotta get that fire back in my bones before my heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice. Let me testify. Oh, hear my prayer tonight. Choice, and I choose to let it move, let it move, let it move. heart turns into stone. So when somebody please pass the megaphone, I'll shout it on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, in my prayer tonight, I'm singing to the sky. Give me strength to raise my voice, let me testify. Oh, in my prayer tonight, 'cause this is do or die. The time has come to make a choice, and I choose to let it move, let it move, let it move. Yeah, I choose to let it move you, let it move, let it move. Though I walk through the valley in the shadow of night, oh, with you by my side, I'm stepping into the light. I choose to let it move you, let it move, let it move. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. I need that joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay. Joy, 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 joy down in my heart to stay.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
We'll probably sit around and eat bread and desserts and just get all fat and sassy.
Sounds good to me, man. Sounds good to me. Good morning, everybody. Shout out to everybody streaming us right now through the app. You can download Star 88 in the App Store. Stream us live. Also on demand. You only get a few minutes of the show. You can go back and listen whenever you want. It's a cool little feature we got on the app. Download it. Download it, guys. Good morning, Facebook and YouTube Live. You can go there while you're hanging out at work, wherever, at home. Throw it up on your smart TV and watch the show. We upload the shows every day. Go back, Star 88 FM on Facebook and YouTube. Phone line's open, 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in and say hi. What's the live line number to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
Steve-O's got some news.
Well, we've been talking about bullying this morning.
Talk to me, dude. Talk to me.
Talking about children, bullying other children in school, what to do as a parent, how to respond.
How do you respond?
When do you respond?
Mm-hmm.
Should you always respond?
That's right.
Should you allow your kid to fight their own battles?
Preach.
This morning we had Jean and Katie talking, and apparently Jean is a cheater. He likes to cheat at board games with his children.
Katie says, cheater, pumpkin eater? What?
We had family game night with our kids. Nora was upset. Nora's in Brody's class, by the way. She's really sweet. Nora was upset because her dad wanted trouble and she didn't. We've had to let her know, hey, you don't always win. We'll try again next time. Also, she's sad because her dad cheats.
You're a cheater. You know what?
Cheaters.
It's okay, man. Cheating's fine.
But here's the thing. We got to teach them
dude.
because sometimes when you grow up, you still have to deal with bullies.
You're a cheater. Cheater?
Ain't that right, 50 Cent?
Wow, dude. Putting 50 on blast? I wouldn't do that, man. You know, he's been shot 9 times.
Yeah. This is really weird. Like, I get it. Mostly it's hip-hop artists that usually have beef with one another. And back in, like, the 90s, early 2000s, there was these hip-hoppers named 50 Cent and Ja Rule.
What'd you say?
Murder!
Steve, what'd you say?
I said Ja Rule and 50 Cent.
Oh, I don't know.
Remember Ja Rule?
I got a quarter.
He growls and sometimes barks like a dog. Wait, that's DMX.
You pooped your pants?
They're kind of the same.
I did too.
Your old man voice is way better than mine.
Huh? What'd you say? I need some wipes.
So apparently Ja Rule's back.
Ja Rule?
Yeah, Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
He's back.
During the break, Steve goes, "Did you hear about Ja Rule?" I was like, "What? Ja Rule? What? What year is it?"
Yeah.
Yeah. What Fast and Furious?
This is exactly
2 came out like 20 years ago, dude.
So 50 Cent and Ja Rule had a beef back in the early 2000s. Apparently, it's still going because the bully known as 50 Cent this last weekend did something to heat up their geriatric beef.
Hey, you know what? Where's my laugh track? You know what? You gotta set these up better, okay?
This is real.
Is it real life?
So, listen, Fitty, you're a grown-up, man. You own, like, Bellator MMA.
Does he really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Or at least he's, like, a part owner. You've got, like, a successful TV show.
He does?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Isn't it, what's it called? Power? What's that show called?
That's his show?
Yeah, dude.
No.
It's on Stars or whatever.
Sure. Okay.
Never seen it.
Me neither.
You own Virgin Atlantic Airlines. No, I'm just kidding.
I think he owns a water company or something. Like, he has bottled water or something.
Wow. So it makes no sense to me that when you're a grown-up, you just can't walk away. You got to have beef. Well, Ja Rule minded his own business was like getting ready for a concert. And I guess 50 Cent, in his most recent bullying ploy, purchased over 200 tickets to Ja Rule's concert. He bought up all of the front rows. Over 200 tickets. The front few rows of Ja Rule's show.
Ha ha! We fooled you, you fool!
And then just threw all the tickets away. So that his concert looked empty.
Oh my gosh, is there a photo of it? Of the concert?
No.
Oh, man.
He just wanted Ja Rule's concert to look empty.
Oh, my gosh.
So he bought hundreds of front row seats to a Ja Rule concert on Groupon.
I don't even, you know, I want to see the photo because it's kind of funny that he did that, but at the same time, it's like.
Yet. The show is going down on November 9th.
Oh, my gosh.
So.
Yeah, but now people know that those tickets were already purchased by 50 Cent, and now people can go down to the front row if they want.
Yeah.
Because they know nobody's going to sit there. Do you think that will happen? Yeah. Unless, I guess, security's like.
No, I was going to say security.
Check your
bro,
ticket.
It's like the front
Let
rows.
me check your ticket.
Oh, you know they're going to. Fitty has since deleted his photo of the tickets being sold on Groupon.
I think he was a little premature on telling people about his stunt. I think that's something you do afterwards, right?
The show is Friday, November 9th. And he bought 200 seats in the front so that Ja Rule's show is empty.
Is that a little premature?
I mean, I guess.
Oh, guys, I bought them all up. Ha ha. His show's not till, 2 weeks from now, but.
And then he posted a photo of, like, photoshopped empty front rows. And I'm going.
That's kind of funny.
Why, man? Why?
That's kind of funny.
Why? How old are you?
And then 50 Cent is in the front. He's the only one in the front.
I want to know how old he is.
How much did you say did he spend on the tickets?
It doesn't say.
Oh, it doesn't?
It doesn't say.
So how much do you think?
He's 43 years old.
Yeah, how many people are going to go see Ja Rule?
Yeah.
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 Is he still relevant?
I guess they've been beefing for years, and they take shots at each other on social media.
Yeah, but is this like The Rock and Kevin Hart kind of beef? Because that's like funny. They're being silly. They don't really hate each other. Or does 50 Cent and Ja Rule like really hate each other? Or is this just kind of fun? It's like a fake beef, right?
I don't know.
Hey, bro, I have the perfect stunt. Since nobody's really going to your concerts, I'm going to buy the first 200 front row tickets to, help you out. But then we'll say that I'm trying to prank you and we're having beef. We got to get that going again. It's big in the 90s.
Honestly, most people in the comments are saying the same things. How old are you?
What a loser.
Why? Who cares?
These guys need to grow up.
Yeah. Like, who cares? And is it really a prank? You spent I realize you have so much money, but like you dropped all that money to like clear out the front rows.
That's good.
That's how you're. Oh gosh,
that's so good. Hey guys, we'll be back right after this.
Here's Chris Hodges with a challenge to live a reproducing spiritual life.
We sing songs. I want to be more like Jesus. Oh, I just want to be like Jesus. Well, if you really want to be like Jesus, let me tell you what Jesus' life was like. His public ministry wasn't that effective. In fact, the Bible says more times than not that when he taught, the crowd went away confused at what he was talking about. No clue. No clue. So the disciples pulled him off to the side and said, "What did that mean? What in the world were you talking about?" And the Bible says, not the crowd, but to the disciples only did he explain the parable. And he would teach them, and he sat down with them. So he had public ministry. It's important just to touch everybody to do it. But the real crux of his ministry was those 12 disciples. He gave his life to pour his life into those men. And every one of us are a direct result of how those men touch other men who taught other men. Wouldn't you love to know, like, which one you're a descendant of? I mean, I actually thought that one day. I wonder which disciple talked to somebody and finally got to me. You know what I'm saying?
That's Chris Hodges and a Star 88 PowerPoint.
What's going on in the news today?
Massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue. A gunman armed with an assault rifle and several other guns stormed in, taking 11 lives. Police say he told them all he wanted to do was to kill Jews.
We've learned the dead range in age from 54 to 97.
This was an anti-Semitic act.
The nor'easter causing coastal flooding from the Jersey Shore all the way up to Cape Cod. Winds gusting over 60 miles per hour.
Flames engulfed a 5-story apartment building in a Boston neighborhood that's home to many university students.
Uber, the rideshare service, is trying to avoid a repeat of what happened back in 2014 when heavy demand brought down the system during peak Halloween hours, driving prices way up in some cases.
Taking a look at the Halloween film, the direct sequel to the classic 1978 slasher pick with Jamie Lee Curtis grossed a stellar $32 million in its second weekend to top the charts.
Red Sox win the World Series, and the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
You're world champions, baby. World champions #1.
Monday. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to the show. Hey, Heidi's going to be out broadcasting live this Friday from 10 a.m. to 2 p.m. for Feed In Them Kids. I almost said Feed In Them Kids. You just drop off non-perishable food items for the kids. As you know, there's thousands of kids all around New Mexico that go hungry every day. We're number one in childhood hunger. Number one, guys. It's ridiculous. So that's a good drop-off location. So this week, get to the grocery store and buy some extra non-perishable food items to drop off on Friday between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. at the Fiat on San Mateo. Heidi's going to be out there broadcasting live, doing her show. Thank you to Automax. Yeah, so we were looking into some more of this Ja Rule 50 Cent beef, and yeah, apparently it's real.
Yep.
It's like real beef, and you know what? They're saying a lot of people are thinking that Ja Rule's the one who put out the hit on 50 Cent back in the day.
Weird.
Like he's the reason he got shot 9 times.
They are in their 40s.
Right? Come on, man.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah, no, Ja Rule tickets, they're not cheap either. Wow. 50 Cent, he's got some money to blow, you know? 200 tickets at that price? Woo! See, I don't even know if it's is that even a really good, is that a good stunt, like a good prank? That'd be a good one, just to buy up all the concert tickets so nobody can go to your show.
It's going straight to he's like,
that's the thing.
Thanks.
Like, yeah, he's like, he's basically giving him money. It's
thanks,
like,
my show is sold out now.
Yeah, thanks, 50. Okay.
Yeah.
Weird. All right. Remember we did, let me see if I can find that Hawaiian national anthem. Remember,
yeah.
Remember we talked about this last week, and
it was at the University of Hawaii.
Yeah.
So it made sense.
I mean, I liked it. I thought it was really good. You know what? I don't know if I can find it, but I have a new version of the national anthem for you guys. I want you guys to be honest about your feelings, okay? This is where you can chime in and be honest, okay?
Yeah.
Because I think this is I hate country music. I really do, but I kind of like this version of the national anthem. This is a high school football player in Maryland. He performed the national anthem before one of his games. He was in uniform. He had his acoustic guitar, went viral. And here you go. Check this out.
It's already a 7-minute song. How long is the intro?
20 minutes, dude.
You say, can you see by the dawn's early light?
Oh my gosh.
Oh, just wait
What
for
so
it.
proudly we'd hailed.
It's already like 17 minutes
Listen,
long.
Let the guy perform the song.
That's
man.
fine. That's fine, man.
At the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight.
I love Stained, man.
Oh my gosh.
And around
Why did you have to ruin it, man?
Tell me I'm wrong. Aaron Lewis.
You're not wrong.
So gallantly streaming.
Oh, who's that?
Oh, he was doing the rhythm on the.
So you tell me you don't like this?
No.
What you're saying?
National anthem,
what you're
bro.
saying to me right now is that you don't think this is a good version of the national anthem.
Listen, I recognize he's a talented musician.
Let me play some more.
He's okay. Great voice.
Great voice.
Great guitar skills. Somebody said, "Is that the Third Day guy?"
Oh my gosh, right?
That does kind of sound like it.
Sing it. Bring it home.
And the home of the
I thought that was great. No? Anybody? Am I all alone on this? That was great.
I like how they put the banner up right as he's singing the final note, and like
Yeah.
his whole team's coming through. And I was like, "Please don't hit the neck of the guitar. Please don't hit the neck of the guitar." You can see a couple guys like trying to
Yeah.
dodge out of the way. I'm like, "Oh, don't hit the guitar."
God, it's good, man. Reading some of the comments here on the YouTube, but YouTube has about 223,000 views. Good for him, man.
Yeah.
A lot of people saying they got chills. Amazing, great rendition. The Free and the Brave, yes. America. Best I ever heard right there. I love it. That's what people are saying. Steve-O, not so much. What's the Stormy saying? What are they saying?
Nope.
What?
No.
What is
into
wrong
the
with you
O.
guys? Seriously?
No. Nope. Not at all. This version stinks.
What?
I can't. Sing it, Jebediah.
And the rocky track.
Really? You guys don't like that?
The
brother,
that, huh?
my brother chimed in. It's bad enough that Scotty had to say something. He said, "Come on, man. Star is Born. It's Bradley Cooper hammered out of his mind and off key."
Okay. I mean,
if you've seen the film, he's not wrong.
I mean, why do I like it?
So bad.
I don't get it, man.
It's because you worked at the Edge.
Is that why?
And it's totally like Stained. And you.
It does kind of sound like Aaron Lewis.
What's that song called? 'Cause I'm on the outside.
It's called The Outside, dude.
Somebody says, I want Steve-O to do a rendition of the anthem. He's so critical lately. Let's see you do it. Here's the deal, my bro.
Yeah, why don't you do it, Steve-O?
I am critical of the fact that people are trying to make it their own and do these things. It's the national anthem.
You're saying you got to sing it the way that it was written and wrote
just
and
sing
performed.
the national anthem.
Yeah, but why not put a little spin on it, man?
Dude,
you know?
Everybody is roasting this.
I can't believe
Because I even
this.
said, great guitar skills, fantastic voice. No!
Wow.
Somebody said, nope, I like country. This is not good. Sounded good at first, but then it goes on and on and on.
You know what? I think you influenced the Starmy, though, because, no, I'm looking at every comment on YouTube. I can't find one. Seriously, everybody's like, amazing, incredible. There's not one negative comment on the YouTube. You think that if it was really that bad, there would be people freaking out how bad it was. I think you're the one who, this is your fault.
Okay. Somebody said very talented, but no. Goosey bumps, somebody said.
See, there you go.
Somebody else said, thanks for making me cry like a baby before I walk into my midterm. That totally brought me to tears. See, somebody liked it. Somebody else said it was great in all caps. Somebody said, meh. Somebody said, you can't change the national anthem.
Oh my
it's
gosh.
un-American. Somebody else said, this makes me want to punch myself in the face for the entire 35 minutes it takes him to sing it.
The only bad comment, negative comment that I could find so far is, not my style of music, but impressive.
No, he has a great voice and he has great guitar skill. The fact that like he was in his pads, like suited up, like we're about to play some football.
He's got a great voice.
John and Katie say, nah, dude, it was long.
Oh my gosh.
Z's. Sandra's with you, bro.
Yeah?
So, you know what? Hey, to respond to the fact that you're like, bro, everybody on YouTube likes it. Scotty chimed in and said, yeah, but YouTubers also think Logan Paul doesn't suck. So.
Oh, God. Touche.
It's been a while since I first found you. You know why it's been a while? Because we've been here 43 minutes while you're singing the national anthem. 43 minutes, Aaron Lewis.
I'm blown away that I can't find one negative comment
He has
on this
stained
video.
the national anthem.
Oh, my gosh.
See what I did there?
Yeah, this is your fault, though.
How is it my fault?
If you wouldn't have said
The
anything.
national anthem is like our creed, huh?
See, are you saying that all these people that are saying that it's a beautiful song, they're fake and they're like, oh yeah, it's beautiful, but they really don't feel like it is?
Considering half of the people were calling him by name, pretty sure they're all just his friends on YouTube.
Oh, well, he's got a lot of friends then. I mean,
hey, Colin, that was a great performance.
I literally can't find one negative comment. Like, there's no negative comments.
That's fine.
Which is unbelievable. Starmy's just a bunch of bullies.
No, here, look at this on YouTube. Don't lie, Dex, somebody said.
That's on our page.
This is not the national anthem. I liked the Hawaiian one better. Modern country is like modern rap without all the foul language. You're not wrong. To me, it just sounded like he didn't know how the melody of the song went until the end when he tried to do it right, but then he still bailed on that. Savage Dingo said, I didn't like it. I don't like the anthem being dragged out like that. Somebody else said, it's the song that doesn't end.
Let's go back to the Hawaiian national anthem. This was a beautiful rendition. Another good one.
Yeah, no, I get it.
No, we're going to play the whole thing.
No, we don't have enough time. We got to go to break.
It's true, we do.
This guy, like, man, he went for it.
Man, these are both beautiful songs of the national anthem.
Somebody said, Steve-O, you're hilarious. Dex, no need to reinvent the wheel.
Oh, my gosh.
Somebody said, where's Tam when you need her? Dude, the national anthem is a very difficult song to sing. Very difficult song to sing.
Yeah, and these guys are nailing it, man, with their own rendition.
But they're not. but they're not nailing it. They're doing their own thing, so they can do whatever they want, and we'd be like, oh yeah, that's how he was supposed to do it. That little off-key moment right there, totally cool. Somebody said, not a fan of the rendition, but I don't mind people changing it up. Perfect example, Jimi Hendrix, National Anthem, remains one of my favorites. You know what? Touche. Every year, the San Francisco Giants, they have a Metallica Day at the ballpark. And James Hetfield and Kirk Hammett do the National Anthem. And I agree. But it's still the same melody, same chord progression. Everything's the same. It's the same. They crush like that rendition. Because, hey, remember when Fergie tried to change it up? You were the first one on the bandwagon mocking her because she ruined it.
Yeah, that was terrible.
Exactly. So don't give me that. You were the one screaming, don't change the national anthem.
We're so gallantly straight.
I mean, she made it her own.
In the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air.
Still like, man. Oh, wait.
Through that
Yeah.
that our flag was still there.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's not terrible.
Yeah, all right.
After
That's not
listening
terrible?
to the last two,
That's not terrible?
After listening to the last two, I'm going, I
What's
like that
wrong
one
with you
better.
guys?
I like that one better.
What's wrong?
Somebody said, hey, man, America, we have the freedom to butcher the national anthem if we want to. Somebody else said, wow, this is torturous. Somebody said, get creative with your own music, not with our national anthem. Somebody said, I'm perfectly fine with the idea of a country version, but not this one. Sorry, I agree with Steve-O. He made the song way too long.
All right.
Man, you're at a football game. Nobody showed up to your football game hoping for a concert.
Yeah.
Like, they just want to watch some football.
Wow, just a bunch of haters out there. All right, guys, we got to take a quick break. When we come back, I have some versions of some beautiful Halloween songs.
Oh, good.
Yes. So you guys can hate on me. Don't be hating on these guys that put their heart and soul into these beautiful national anthems. Put all your hate on me, okay?
Yeah.
What's next? Hang out.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
One of the themes I hear occasionally from my two youngest children is boredom. Even though we can go to the park in the morning and to the pool in the afternoon, they can be bored by dinner. After observing them for a while, I noticed that they never said they were bored when their friends were over. Whether they are active or just sitting on the couch, they are content when they are surrounded by people they enjoy. That is true of those who say they are bored with God. If they truly knew God relationally, they would not be bored. But because they see God as the rule giver and the regulator, they lose interest and drift into boredom. But that is not the God that I serve. The Bible says that he is a father to the fatherless and a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Through Jesus Christ, the God of the Bible made a real, relevant, and personal relationship available. And I think that is amazing. If you think that God is boring, then you really don't know what is being offered. God wants a relationship that is exhilarating, and that is worth pursuing.
For more information or to talk to a live spiritual coach, log on to groundwire.net. Groundwire.net.
What will it be like when my pain is gone and all the worries of this world just fade away? What will it be like when you call my name in that moment when I see you face to face? I'm waiting my whole life to hear you say, well done, my good and faithful one. Welcome to the place where you belong. Well done, my beloved child. You have run the race and now you're home. Welcome to the place where you belong. What will it be like when tears are washed away and every broken thing will finally crying out, singing
get out of bed. Time to get out of bed now. Wake up, wake up, wake up now.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Yeah, good morning, everybody. What are you doing? Welcome to it. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 studio. Thanks for chiming in, being a part of the show. Oh, man. Phone line's open. Love to hear from you guys. 505-338-3700 is the number. What's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. And speaking of text, Looper just texted and said, hey, just noticed your Village Pizza shirt in the backdrop. If you go to Facebook or YouTube, you can see our studio. Said a number of years ago, I worked delivery for the one in Corrales. I have 4 or 5 of those shirts that I now wear for work. They have a lot of paint and drywall and mud on them. Well, ours is crisp and clean and brand new. I wish it smelled like pizza, actually. Gosh. Hey, if you guys want to contribute to our local wall, we got like the New Mexico United, our new soccer team back there, Astro Zombies Comic Shop. We got a new one over the weekend.
What'd you get?
Heirloom. I don't know.
Heirloom?
I didn't add that. Somebody added some cool stickers.
That's
local
cool.
band, maybe?
Oh, we should probably research that. If
Yeah,
it's
maybe.
not local, we don't need it up
It's
there.
our local wall, bro.
Yeah, all right, local people.
You guys can add to it. 4001 Osuna Road Northeast, 87109. That's where you can send us stuff.
Hey, guys, coming up at 9, we got an update from a letter that we received last week, and it had to do with the sister that wrote into the show, and she was having a difficult time finding out the news about her sister getting pregnant and her being the last one to find out. And then they were going to go to dinner and talk about it as a family. They were going to actually tell the sister that, you know, hey, I'm pregnant. And so we asked for an update. And so we got one.
Yeah.
And we'll do it at 9 o'clock. Don't want to miss it.
Dude, quick shout out to the Jeter crew. I'm not even talking about mine. Uncle Scotty out there listening.
Yeah, Uncle Scotty listening this morning.
Along with the niece and nephews.
Beautiful.
So,
love hearing you chime in there, Scotty.
Heck yeah.
You know, is he in Boston? Is he in Brooklyn? Where's he at
he's
these
here,
days?
bro. He's here, bro.
Nice, dude. Oh, right on, man. Right on. That's very cool.
National anthem sing-off between Dex and Steve-O or what? Somebody said. Here's the thing.
I tried to do it.
We did that once.
And then we got hate mail for weeks.
Yeah, seriously. And that's the thing. I can accept that because people were so upset. Like, you guys would be besmirching our nation and our national anthem. And it was like, we were actually trying to sing it for real.
Yeah.
People are very passionate about the national anthem.
Guys,
we're not going to do that.
I can only really sing one type of music. You know what type of music that is?
Parody music.
You know what? Good call. Because I don't know what type of music I sing. I was asking you.
Sing, you're like the Weird Al of Christian radio.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Thanks, man. Yeah, but I don't want to be like Weird Al. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I like to take songs and make them my own, you know?
'Cause it's candy.
You like this one?
Pixie sticks, dust, don't snort it.
Yeah, you know what? No snorting the pixie sticks.
Yeah, no. That's really bad. That's like a direct sugar.
Oh, it's candy. Yeah. They'll be queasy tomorrow morning.
like that one?
I mean,
you didn't? No. All right, getting rid of that one. What about this one?
Oh, sweet to the mind.
Yeah. No. Wow. Okay. Why did they cut off so abruptly? That's weird.
You got run over 'cause your costume is all black.
Thumbs up, thumbs down. Which one?
Candy wrappers on my lawn.
Oh, nice. Sing it. Oh, what? Why are they cutting off like that?
Somebody call the doctor, I don't feel good. I've been eating candy all night. Somebody call the doctor, I don't feel good. Think I'm gonna hurl, I don't feel right.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Wow.
No?
Wow, you woke up this morning and were like, you know what I need? Some more candy parody songs.
No, that's not.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Which one? Put up a poll. Which one do they like the...
Actually, so far, nobody.
Oh, okay.
Nobody likes it. You do have an angelic voice, and you can do rap really well. That's what Caitlin
Gotta
says.
buy some candy, woo! 'Cause the kids are coming and they all want something. I gotta buy some candy. Ate it all before, so I need some more, some more, some more, some more, some more, some more.
Which one's your favorite, guys? What songs do you want me to do next? Go ahead. Give me one. Give me one. I'll throw down for you. What parody do you want next?
I said stovetop is all I got. I said remember that stovetop is all I got. I said remember that stovetop is all I got. Now don't you dare come back. Stovetop, it's all I got.
I haven't made that one for you because I know you love that song. It's a good one. What do you guys want? What do you want more of? What?
None of the above.
None of the above?
No, I'm sorry.
Well, let's play it one more time.
You got run over 'cause your costume is all black.
I feel like they could be longer than like that. That's really weird.
Oh, sweet to the mind.
Okay.
Yeah.
No?
Candy wrappers on my lawn.
I sound just like
Becca
Morrison.
says Dex's songs are easily always my favorite part of the show ever.
Candy wrappers on my lawn.
Just wish you actually had a song. It's like
Why
you had
are
a
they so-
concept.
why are they so short?
You had a concept, but you couldn't flesh it out.
Why did the computer cut them off like that, man? That's not cool.
Man.
Somebody call the doctor, I don't feel good.
Rosalind says that
Oh
your
my
parodies
gosh.
are way better than Fergie, bro.
Yeah, I guess you're
Way
right.
better.
Yeah, that's what happens when you get in the studio really early. You think, I got this great idea for a song, and then the next thing it's like,
Somebody call the doctor, I don't feel good. I've been eating candy all night.
okay.
Somebody said, can't gob stop the feeling?
Ooh, write that down. Where's the
No. Garth Brooks, the Thunder Rolls, except you could do...
The Tootsie Rolls?
Oh, they said cinnamon rolls, but
Oh.
Tootsie Rolls is... The Tootsie
Rolls
Rolls!
and the wrapper stuck. Because they're hard to get out of
They
the wrapper.
are really- I get that.
Right?
Except not
like
really,
you eat
'cause
half
they're, like,
of the wrapper.
waxy,
Yeah.
So they're actually pretty
There's
easy
always
to get out
that
of the
white
wrapper.
film that's on the Tootsie
So-
Roll.
Well,
and the
now
wrapper stuck.
We're going to do that one today.
Another Tootsie Roll. These are great, guys. I'm writing these
So
down.
this is what's going to happen.
are
Everybody's
great.
throwing out their suggestions. We're going to write these songs. We got to do these for Halloween.
You got run over 'cause your costume is all black.
It's true, guys. You can't wear all black. You'll die, okay? You'll die. You got to wear orange. You got to put those reflectors on your costumes.
Somebody says, I feel like you guys are at your peak on Mondays because you've regenerated over the weekend, you know? But if your peak is on Monday, then what's that mean for the rest of the week?
Yeah, it's all...
Just kidding. You guys are awesome all the time.
Candy wrappers on my lawn.
All right, we got to take a quick break, guys. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
Whether at home or the workplace, we're all leaders. Become a better leader in this leadership moment with Craig Rochelle.
We often use the word spending or using. we're going to spend our time, or we're going to use this, or whatever. What I want to do is replace those words as often as we can with the word investing. Investing. We're not going to spend or use, we're going to invest. How does this play out? Well, most leaders decide how to spend money. The best leaders agonize on how to invest money. Most leaders want to use people to get a desired result. The best leaders, though, invest in leaders, helping them get better, and ultimately the whole organization gets better. Most leaders spend their time doing tasks. The best leaders intentionally invest their time to achieve desired results. Investing, not spending or using.
That was Craig Rochelle on a Star 88 Leadership Moment. Hear more at life.church/leadership podcast. This is Star 88 at 88.3 FM, KLYT, Albuquerque, Santa Fe, and online at star88.fm.
When the world shakes, feel my heart race. When the voices start again, or the panic's creeping in. Ooh, 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 will I listen to? Fear never told the truth, so I'll wait on you tonight. Worries only wasted time. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. Not like before. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. I'm safe in your love, oh Lord. In the future, you will return. We'll watch the darkness break and finally see your face. Forever be alive. With your kingdom, death will die. So I'll wait on you tonight. Worries only wasted time. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. Not like before. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. I'm safe in your love. Oh, this world cannot take my treasure. This world doesn't own my tears. My hope is alive in heaven. I will not give in to despair. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. I don't have to be afraid. I don't have to be afraid anymore. Oh, I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. Not like before. I don't wanna be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. I'm safe in your love. Don't be afraid. No, don't. I don't wanna be afraid anymore. Don't be afraid. I don't wanna be afraid. No, don't. I don't have to be afraid anymore.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Good morning. Thieves, what's happening, brother? What are you doing? Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. What's going on, Starmy? How's your Monday? How you feeling? Thanks for hanging out with us. 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call into the show. You guys can text in as well. What's that number?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483. If you want to text in, be a part of the show. You can also email us, studio@star88.fm. Coming up, 9 o'clock hour. We've got a reply. If you guys missed it last week, baby's sister having a baby, surprise dinner, not sure how to feel. We gave a lot of advice. So the Starmy gave plenty. And we got an update.
You scream too loud.
Sorry, how the dinner went on Friday night from the sis. So we'll give you guys that coming up. Excited about that.
I'm excited, man. I'm really excited. Yeah, the mayor of Grovetown, Georgia, wants to keep kids safe on Halloween by bringing all of the sex offenders in town to City Hall and keep them overnight. Wants to do a lock-in with the sex offenders.
That's real?
At City Hall. Good idea or a bad idea?
I feel like sometimes we want to have. It's like the intent of the heart is probably good. Like just this weekend. I mean, since we're talking very seriously, what happened in Pittsburgh in the synagogue, absolutely horrendous. It's tragic that once again we're talking about another shooting. 11 people lost their lives, but immediately the conversation was, you know what we need? Armed guards at every church and every synagogue and every school and let's start arming the nuns.
Well, that's what President Trump said.
And I'm going, but is that, I mean, maybe, I don't know. It's I understand where you're coming from. Is it the right call? I don't know.
I think so. Arm them up, man.
You arm that rabbi.
Yeah. Yep. Why not? If, you know, I mean, we've seen situations where there are armed security guards, and
You're not wrong.
Somebody comes in, and guess what? They take that
or the
that bad
citizen
guy
with
down.
the concealed carry who disarms the situation because I get it.
Mm-hmm. I'm all about it. Arm them
But,
up.
hey,
Arm them up.
Look at that man.
Arm them up.
So it's, yeah.
Yeah, this is I mean it's not a terrible idea. This mayor, he announced, you know, we have about 30 sex offenders in our little city here, and why not just lock them in to City Hall for the night on Halloween to make sure the kids
that
are
is
safe.
so unconstitutional. No.
Okay. All right. Okay. Just, you know, it's real life, guys. It's a real life situation.
Yep.
And bullying is a real life situation. Steve-O?
You know, we've been talking about this morning. And it's funny because right as I started to say it, started to talk about it, somebody chimed in and said, how about them Dodgers?
What'd you say, homeboy?
Oh, yeah. Dodgers lost last night.
Amen.
And now they're 0-2 in the last two World Series. Back-to-back World Series losers. And it's so bad that they're already being picked on by the Texas Rangers. Thank you. The Texas Rangers were determined
Texas
to...
Rangers?
Yes, the Texas Rangers. Yep. Don't mess with Texas. They were determined to roast the LA Dodgers after Game 5 of the World Series. It didn't matter who was in the crossfire. Themselves. The Texas Rangers tweeted last night after the Dodgers lost, hey, Dodgers, the support group for back-to-back World Series losers meets on Tuesdays.
Oh, man. Bully.
Yeah, is it, though? Because the Rangers were essentially reminding everyone that they are a part of that club. In 2010 and 2011, they lost the World Series 2 years in a row. So is it really bullying? Because some people are thinking it's hilarious and others are like, that's just mean. And it's like, well, it's self-depreciating.
Yeah.
While at the same time, yes, letting the Dodgers know, like on game night, like, hey, guys, while it's still fresh.
So is there a healthy form of bullying is kind of what you're saying? Where's the line at?
I don't know. Is that bullying or is that too sensitive? Are we getting too sensitive that we're just turning everything into bullying?
Yeah.
Guys, the Texas Rangers organization is bullying the Dodgers because they just reminded them that they've lost 2 in a row. Because the Rangers lost 2 in a row in 2010 and 11.
Like, let's just say I played a game of horse with Paul over the weekend, and I
Yeah.
beat him, and then I'm like, "You're a loser, ha, loser! You're not good at basketball at all."
We had our friend who just is recovering from a torn
Yeah, well,
Achilles.
shut up.
Okay.
It's really the only reason why I beat him. So, yeah, I don't know, because you can take it too far, right? Because I think it just depends on how close you are as friends. But even if you are close, because there's been times where you can push it a little too far with me.
Yeah.
And then I have to punch you
Vice
right square in
versa.
the nose or in the throat.
Okay, that's never happened. That's
Choke
never
you out
happened.
or something, Sweep
Yeah.
the leg.
Yeah.
Don't disrespect me, brah.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, sure.
Yeah, I don't know. That's what's weird about it, because we can be so sensitive. Some people can be very, very sensitive when it comes to stuff like this. But I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah.
Maybe we shouldn't be teasing. Even if you're just having fun.
Yeah, but
You
I
never
think
know
you
where people
nailed it
are
as
at.
far as how close you are as friends.
Yeah, and if you feel like you are being bullied, you should be able to step up and be like, "Hey, man,
Hey, don't.
I'm
Maybe not.
kind of sensitive today. Maybe you shouldn't tease like that." I don't know what it is. I'm very insecure today, because I get like that some days where I'm insecure, and the last thing I want is for somebody to call me stupid, because that could be a trigger word,
Yeah. I mean, we talked about this last week with the personal trainer who put up one of his clients at a bunch of fast food establishments like, "Hey, don't feed this guy." And people thought it was bullying, but the guy actually gave permission to his personal trainer to put the posters up. They're like,
Yeah.
"You're fat shaming." It's like, well, no, actually, the personal trainer had explicit permission from his client to do this very thing because he wants to lose weight.
Wants to lose weight?
So if you're not a part of the situation, is it any of your business to go, bully?
Good call. Yeah. Starmy, hi.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Tree, what are you doing?
Look at Gentry.
You were talking about bullying, so I thought I'd call in.
Okay.
That's it. I
go
appreciate
ahead,
you
man.
guys doing the topic.
Do you feel like you've been bullied in your life?
Oh, yeah, I'm still trying to reel from it when I worked with Steve-O.
Oh. How did he bully
Yeah.
you? Is it because they called you the old man?
Yeah, that, and I'm sure you can relate. I mean, I'm sure he bullies you quite often. He's just kind of a small, big bully.
Actually, he's not anymore. He's stopped that.
Oh, he's not?
No, he's...
Oh, he did? Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, good to know, man. I just kind of wanted to call in, and since you guys were calling everyone out last week, I
Hey,
thought
man.
I'd call
Hey,
you guys out
I'd
this week.
appreciate maybe if you'd never call in again if you're going to pick on my best friend,
Okay,
Steve-O.
stop it.
And next time you
Are
do
you
it, maybe
bullying me?
I'll throw
Are you
punch you.
bullying me?
Maybe you'll get a throw punch.
This is actually a real life
Maybe I'll sweep the
situation.
leg, old man.
This
Hmm?
is
Yeah.
where the term bullying is getting thrown around.
Yeah. Maybe you should just watch what you say. Your words. Maybe you should listen to the show
Thanks
more
for
often.
calling.
You'd know that he doesn't do that stuff
Miss your
anymore.
face. Miss your face.
You're right, man. I'm sorry. I apologize.
That's right, man. You hang up. You hang up.
Nope. 'cause
That's
now
right.
Is that bullying?
You scared, dude?
I think Paul's got it right, man. I think the term bullying is getting thrown around way too much these days. Like, hey, this is bullying.
You're bullying me.
You're bullying me. Because then everybody's like, oh no, okay, well, in this form of bullying, what are we gonna do? So what is bullying?
You guys are bullying me.
Yeah?
Yep. Quit bullying me. You got run over 'cause your costume is all black. That's so great. Love that.
Bullying, using superior strength or influence to intimidate someone, typically to force him or her to do what one wants.
Yeah. Yep. Or a lot of times the bully, the person who is doing the bullying, they're very insecure about themselves, and so they feel the need to point out other people's, insecurities. So, nobody notices their insecurities.
Yeah.
I think that's why they do it.
Our girl Brandy in California said, I do like to tease my office mates about their sports teams. After game 1 of the World Series, I brought in Red Sox brownies. However, today I will not say anything because I'm sure they are sad enough. See, that's the good line.
It's a good
That's
one.
good.
It's good.
But like picking on somebody, name calling, I think now we just throw out bullying for everything.
Yeah. You guys want to chime in on bullies? 505-338-3700. You can call in. We'll get your phone calls. You can chime in on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM. We'll be back right after this.
Dex, don't you think fall is the primo time in New Mexico?
True enough. When else do pigs fly?
I mean, I was kind of going for green chili roasting and turning trees, but...
Whatever. You just like October 31st when you get to wear a cape and tights to get candy.
Okay, let's not go there.
Okay, but let's go to the Fall Fest on the west side.
I'm there, man. Montano Plaza, Coors in Montano, bounce houses, obstacle courses, costume contests.
And lots of food, and of course, free candy for you, Steve-O, 6 p.m. on October 31st.
It's a favorite night for kids. Let's make it safe at the Calvary Church Fall Fest, Coors and Montano.
Details at calvarynm.church.
We like when God blesses us, but Pastor Greg Laurie says God wants to bless you more than you can even imagine. This week on A New Beginning, find out how the Lord is eager to bless you exceedingly abundantly above what we can ask or think. Tune in for the Bible teaching of Greg Laurie each day on A New Beginning.
Make an appointment with Greg Laurie weekdays at 8:30 a.m. on our sister station, KNKT 107.1 FM.
Hey, have you come to the end of your rope, dangling by a thread? Well, James McDonald believes God stands ready to be your rescue. So listen up.
What is it exactly about human behavior that the farther we go in any direction, the less likely we will ever return? The longer I am stubborn or prideful or self-sufficient or prayerless, the longer I am this way, the less likely I will ever change. And the capacity to change is drying up.
You're listening to James McDonald and the program called Listen Up, a production of Walk in the Word, and designed to ignite passion in your heart for the Bible. For information and resources, go to jamesmcdonald.com.
When darkness tries to roll over my bones, when sorrow comes to steal the joy I own, when brokenness and pain is all I know, I won't be shaken. No, I won't be shaken. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love. My fear doesn't stand a chance when I stand in your love.
Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Big J, how we feeling?
Huge day. I want it now.
Good morning, everybody. Dex, Steve-O, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling, Star 88 Studios. Thank you so much for hanging out with us on this National Cat Day. Yeah, that's right. Whoa. Yeah, everybody.
It's National Cat Day?
It's National Cat Day.
Gross.
Yeah, I saw one of my friends on Facebook. They were posting pictures of their new cat. I unfriended them.
Praise be.
Praise be, right?
Gosh, yeah. See? You didn't bully. You didn't say anything. You just don't have to be a part of it. You walked away. Social media style.
Right?
Yeah.
What percentage of people say they have a cat?
47.
44%.
Ah! So close.
Mm-hmm. What percentage of people say they're a cat person?
Well, if only 44% say they own a cat, less people are going to say they're cat people. So I'm going to say 39.
14%.
14?
Yeah, dude.
That's it?
Yep. 46% are a dog person.
Amen.
35% love both equally.
Mm.
5% say they don't like animals. Who is in our life that doesn't like animals? Isn't there somebody that we know?
Stephen Christian.
Oh, that's right. Stephen Christian. What a weirdo. Which is weird because he has cats, horses,
goats.
And does he have a dog?
Dog.
He has a dog.
Denver, his dog.
Oh, that's right. Denver, yeah.
He's got a lot of animals.
Wow. For not like an animal. Maybe that's why he doesn't like animals.
Probably, because I love and hate Rocket at the same time. He's my dog, but yesterday I spent half a day vacuuming with Jack because there's just hair everywhere. Yeah. Yep.
What do you think? Men or women are almost 3 times more likely than men to say, "No, yeah, I just ruined it for you." Never. Darn it. Fail. Gosh darn it.
Fail. I would have said women if it had anything to do with cats.
Yeah, it was
period.
Common sense.
So it's
Women always think that animals could speak to them. I don't know why.
Wait, what? That's not what I was expecting.
Oh. And men are twice as likely as women to say they've trained their cat to use the toilet instead of a litter box.
Mm.
Can you do that?
Look at this.
Do cats
Look
do
at
that?
this beautiful dog.
Aww.
That is a St. Bernard inside Astro Zombies comic shop.
I love St. Bernards. I
That's
love
true.
Newfoundlands.
He works there.
What
a great dog.
Yeah. They're so loyal and fun.
Yeah.
And they'll bring you hot chocolate in those little like kegs that they have around their necks.
Yeah.
Yeah. How cool is that? I want a dog to bring me hot chocolate.
Hey, we got a lot of people chiming in on the live line asking questions about the music today and about
I gotta go there, bro.
because we were asked. We were asked.
I gotta bring
and
it up.
so we wanted to let you guys know that if you had questions about it or concerns about what you're hearing this morning, studio at star88.fm.
I blame Obama.
I was texted that. Like, hey, if you've got any questions, concerns, whatevers.
Wow.
Curious about why you're hearing more music or what's going on? Studio at star88.fm.
I wasn't going to draw attention to it.
Well, I mean, we were asked to, so.
I would never draw attention to it.
I am doing what I'm told.
Yeah, I just don't know, man. I don't think people even notice, and now you brought it up.
You're not staring at the live line where every
I'm just
other
not gonna
person
even draw
is chiming
attention
in
to it
asking
at
specifically
all.
about the music
You know what I'm
and
saying?
or, yeah.
Because when you bring it to their attention, it's like, okay, now I notice.
Yeah.
And they didn't notice before.
Yeah,
so
totally.
I'm just
Nobody
saying,
noticed. Are
yeah.
you bullying me?
What? What? Huh? Yeah, okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you very much. All right. Did you want to do your Boba Fett or you want some good news?
Oh. Gosh, let's do good news because we kind of need it right now.
All right, dude. You got it. You got it, man.
We need some good news right now, guys.
Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. Can't wait to go to the dry sauna today. I'm really excited.
Yeah, bro.
My skin feels so nice. I went.
Nice.
Steve-O, can I tell you about Zach Hilmer?
Who?
Zach Hilmer. Can I tell you about this guy?
I mean, I've never met the guy. Tell me about him.
Zach is a delivery driver for a Jimmy John's sandwich shop in Columbus, Nebraska.
Well, that's cool.
He's got a manager named Jason Voss. They probably both deserve Employee of the Year for this. There was a 48-year-old Army vet named Greg. He had surgery on his spine last weekend. And after he got home from the hospital, the incision started bleeding, and he lost all feeling in his left leg. Greg was all alone, couldn't afford a cab, and didn't think his VA insurance would cover the ambulance ride. So he called his sister in Florida instead of 911. That's weird, right? I mean, I guess if you can't afford the ambulance, it's expensive. She ended up trying to call his social worker to get him some help, but she dialed the wrong number, and she accidentally called a Jimmy John's instead. This is weird. The manager, Jason, got on the phone and realized she had the wrong number, but she just had launched into the story. So he listened, and Jason's like, okay, well, I'll help. Well, Jason couldn't leave the store, so then he called Zach. Are you following the story? There's a lot of calling going on here when he should have just called 911.
Yeah.
Right?
Yes.
So Jason called Zach. Remember, Zach's the other guy that works at Jimmy John's.
Okay.
Zach also happens to be a veteran. So Zach called the sister back. Are you following me on how many people are calling? Zach called the sister back, who still hadn't realized she'd called Jimmy John's.
Why didn't they? Okay, never mind. Go on.
At that point,
the guy bled out.
He explained who he was. She was confused. I'm sure everyone's confused at this point.
So confused.
But he got Greg's address, picked him up, and got him to the hospital.
Wow.
And now Greg's recovering.
Why are you screaming?
I don't know. Greg! Are you kidding me? You wanted to avoid the $1,000 ambulance charge, so you called your sister, who then called a Jimmy John's on accident.
You gonna be okay, man? She could have just hit up Uber or Lyft like in a tenth of the time.
Right? I'm losing my voice.
Yeah, screamy.
Unbelievable, right?
That's crazy. Somebody says, I think the bigger story here should be that a man listened to a hysterical woman. Am I right? Am I right? Wow, Starmy.
You bring up a good point, though, because I'm an Uber driver or / Lyft driver.
Yeah.
If I got a call to pick somebody up, I show up, and let's say the person's bleeding out.
Oh, gosh.
Do I allow them in my car?
I mean, that's on you, man. Can't you
Do I charge them the $200 deposit fee?
Yes, you do.
Yeah, I can let you in the car, but it's a $200 deposit. If you're okay with that, then come on in, bro. But just to let you know, it's a $200 deposit.
Remember the Starmy is like, okay, wait. Do they not answer their phone? Jimmy John's? How can I help you?
I know. It's crazy.
Like she called Jimmy John's. How does one dial Jimmy John's instead of 911?
It happens, man. But she wasn't even trying to call 911. She was trying to call this guy's social worker.
Oh, okay, that's why.
So, but she called the wrong number, and it was Jimmy John's that picked up, and she's just launched into the story about how her brother is dying.
Yeah. And so maybe they did answer Jimmy John's, how can I help you? But she was so hysterical, she didn't even hear that and just launched into her story.
That's crazy, man.
I don't know.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
I don't know if that inspired anybody today. I mean, I'm glad that he's okay and that, he's going to live because you know what? He's a veteran.
Yeah.
He served our country. And I think it's awful that he was in that situation anyways.
Veteran, picked him up. Yeah.
And that's the worst part about it is here's a guy who served our country and he didn't want to call an ambulance because he couldn't afford one. That's the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard in my life. Everything should be free, man. Let me talk to you guys about freedom, all right?
Stop it.
What?
Stop it.
fired up right now.
Yeah,
oh, look at the time. We got to go to break. If you guys want to chime in?
Dude,
my heart's just
coming up. I got a question. We've been talking bullying this morning. We've been talking bullying, and people are like comparing like strangers saying horrible things to each other to like you and I and our relationship.
Really?
I got a story coming up about some bullying that happened at the World Series last night. More bullying.
That's the theme of today.
Or is it bullying? Maybe we actually do need to define it. We keep trying to, and then right as we're about to, we have to take a break.
Yeah, Jarrett, you bully. Yeah, Mark, you bully.
Ooh, you know what?
Love you guys.
Interesting that you say that.
Oh, we'll find out what that means when we come back.
Jesus is our king, but do you treat him like royalty? Here's Tim Keller on a Star 88 PowerPoint.
No earthly king can completely justify the fury of the threats, and no earthly king can completely justify the glory of the promises. The language, you might say, of Psalm 2 spills out over its banks. You know, if Psalm 2 is a river, the language comes up over top of it. And the things that are said about this king, this anointed one, are far too great to really be confined to any earthly king. As a matter of fact, in verse 2, where it says, the kings of the earth take their stand against the Lord and his anointed one, in Hebrew, you know what the word anointed one is? Mashiach. The kings of the earth they conspire against the Lord and his Messiah.
That's the PowerPoint with Tim Keller on Star 88.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue. A gunman armed with an assault rifle and several other guns stormed in, taking 11 lives. Police say he told them all he wanted to do was to kill Jews.
We've learned that dead range in age from 54 to 97.
This was an anti-Semitic act.
The nor'easter causing coastal flooding from the Jersey Shore all the way up to Cape Cod. Winds gusting over 60 miles per hour.
Flames engulfed a 5-story apartment building in a Boston neighborhood that's home to many university students.
Uber, the rideshare service, is trying to avoid a repeat of what happened back in 2014 when heavy demand brought down the system during peak Halloween hours, driving prices way up in some cases.
Taking a look at the Halloween film, the direct sequel to the classic 1978 slasher pick with Jamie Lee Curtis grossed a stellar $32 million in its second weekend to top the charts.
Red Sox win the World Series, and the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
You're world champions, baby. World champions #1.
Good morning. How are you guys? Earlier this morning, we kicked off the show with some fake news that happened to us on Friday. Apparently that Justin Bieber burrito story was fake. Some YouTube channel punked us all. That's right. It wasn't really the Biebs. Sorry, guys. I really am. I'm sorry. I feel like that's all we do now is just apologize, Steve-O. We just apologize for
Pretty
everything.
much.
Is that what we do now? I mean, you had an apology last week. I had an apology. I got an apology on standby just because we have to apologize all the time.
Pretty much.
Everything we do. I mean, we are apologizing all morning because we're taking more breaks and the music's weird and different. I'm sorry. That's life, though, man, right? It's life. Welcome to it, guys. We're in it to win it together. Write that down. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Star 88 FM if you want to join in. Brody, what's going on? Caleb, how are you? Welcome to the show. The theme this morning is bullies. Go ahead. Steve-O?
Well, here's something interesting. We've been talking this morning about like what constitutes it and how it happens. I think one of the other ways that bullying can happen is by seeing somebody else's relationship and thinking like, oh, well, it's okay for those two. It must be okay for me. Okay. Case in point, Matt Damon and Jimmy Kimmel have the most hilarious fake feud I have ever seen. They're my favorite.
I love them.
Last night at the World Series, Jimmy Kimmel attended the World Series with Ben Affleck and Matt Damon. And if you don't know, Jimmy Kimmel, late night host, and Matt Damon have had this really hilarious fake feud going on for years, where basically Kimmel swears he's never allowing Damon on his show. It's oh my gosh, it's so great. Like a week ago when Kimmel said that Matt Damon was the most repugnant actor in the world. So then last night they're sitting next to each other at the World Series, and Matt Damon's sporting a red Boston I'm with stupid shirt with an arrow pointing to Kimmel, and Kimmel's wearing a Dodger blue I'm with stupid shirt pointing at Matt Damon.
Love it,
and it's
love
hilarious.
It. It's so funny, but what a bunch of bullies.
But it's because they're so close friends, they can do that. I think a lot of times, because you and I are really, really close. I spend more time with you than anyone else in my life. Yeah, bro.
That's
yeah.
cool, man.
I mean, but I think because of that, and because people see our relationship, strangers, or maybe members of the Starmy, who don't know us as well, assume, oh, well, because Dex said this to Steve-O or Steve-O said this to Dex, it must be okay for everyone to.
Yeah.
And I think you kind of have to, one, that's false, and two, you got to kind of earn that.
Yeah, right.
What is your relationship?
Yeah.
Do you remember the one time there was a complete stranger who I still don't even know who it was, who called in the show like to joke about how I needed to get over my dead dad?
Oh yeah,
and
I
it was the
remember that.
most awkward phone call it was it struck me so, it was so harsh, and the person was probably thinking this is going to be hilarious because, you know, Dex will say something, and so it's okay for me to. And it was so uncomfortable.
Yeah, because I had your back. Because I called that girl out.
Well, because it wasn't okay.
Wasn't okay, right? Yeah.
It was horrible.
Hey, Steve-O, you should just get over your dad dying. I mean, come on. It's been over 30 years.
Oh, man, that was...
Yeah, we know, Steve-O, your dad died.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't say that, lady. You're not allowed to say that. I mean, I don't even joke around with stuff like that. You know, I mean, maybe I have once, but... I mean, no.
And to drive the point in further, I have never forgotten that phone call.
Ugh.
I've never forgotten how it felt.
That stinks.
Like, it was one of the more horrible things anyone's ever said to me.
Oh, I remember. You were hurting for a few days afterwards.
Now, to be fair, this human being probably thought they were being funny.
Yeah, I don't think she really meant to bully you.
But we've got to take into account relationship. Like, seriously. I'm not saying, like, it's okay to be rude and be a jerk to your friends, but I am saying somewhere along the way, like, Dex earned the right to say comical things to me because I know that it's for comedy value. I know he's just being funny. And I've still, even though, like, I know that we're really close and we're friends, toned it back way, 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 way much.
And I never asked you to.
No, I know, but I just, yeah. I don't want that. Yeah.
Well, I'm an easy target. I just kind of lob them up for you. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's all right. That's cool.
But I think sometimes we got to remember that because we forget how important relationship is.
No,
I think that goes hand in hand. Like, honestly, when thinking about it, that also goes along with ministry and evangelism.
Mm-hmm.
You got to earn the right. Like, it's hard for me when people are on the corner screaming at others in a negative light because you don't know that person. You don't know what they're going through.
Yeah.
And a lot of times it comes down to relationship. Jesus very specifically met physical needs, right? Like whether you're talking woman at the well, you're talking like he would heal somebody and then he would like then he would begin to talk to him about who he was and who his father is. And I think a lot of times we just, as Christians, go, oh, well, but I'm trying to save somebody. This is love. I'm trying to tell them not to burn in hell because right now they're just burning eternally.
Right.
In the future. And we forget that it takes relationship. You know, it really does to earn the right to speak to somebody in that way.
Yeah. And I think, you know, when you're married, that can go wrong real fast because I think when you're married, you get comfortable with your spouse.
Mm-hmm.
And I see a lot of relationships where a spouse is just constantly just putting the other person down. You know, there's like no encouragement at all. It's just constantly firing torpedoes at that person, trying to call them out.
Yeah.
And what does that do for you? You know what I'm saying? What does that do for your confidence? How does that make you feel as a man or even as a woman? Does that make you feel beautiful? Does that make you feel secure about your relationship or even for yourself? So I think sometimes we have to realize, man, are all my words that I'm saying to my spouse, are they uplifting or are they constantly negative? And I mean, are you being a bully to your partner? Because I think it happens a lot.
Yeah.
I really do.
Dude, we're called to encourage one another and build each other up. Like, that's 1 Thessalonians talks about it. There's so many verses that talk about that. Like,
yeah, Mark.
Edifying one another, building one another up. And, of course, we have fun, and we pick at each other.
Yeah, Jarrett.
But, again, it comes down to relationship. Looking at Matt Damon and Jimmy Kimmel, I was in tears last night watching the World Series with these two, like, in the front row wearing I'm With Stupid T-shirts to each other because you knew it was in fun. They're sitting together at the World Series. They don't, in fact, hate each other. But because of that, it's like, oh my gosh, I'm taking this side, and now I'm just going to tear this person down. And I'm like, dude, you missed it.
Yeah, Jared, do you think you're in the right? I don't think so.
Yeah.
Yeah. Think you guys hang out on Facebook all the time as a group, and you can just like bully people all the time?
Jake wants to know why you're looking into the camera like a creeper.
What are you talking about?
I mean, see, and Amanda was like, man, Steve, I remember that. It was not cool. I felt so bad for you.
And, you know, you did handle it pretty well. You know, and I did feel really bad for the caller because I know that she didn't mean to be disrespectful, or I think she thought she was being funny, but
right,
it really didn't come off that way.
Well, that's the thing, and I felt bad. This is really weird because in that same moment, I felt horrible for her because I felt like she thought she was being hilarious and just wanted to like be one of the guys or whatever. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, Steve-O, oh, so funny, your dad's dead. And I'm like, dang, dude. Actually, it's been 34 years today, October 29th.
Yeah, I know, dude. You told me 5 times already.
And still hurts.
Is that okay?
Still hurts.
I'm sorry. I was testing our friendship.
Yeah, bro, I know.
How did it make you feel? Did you feel like, oh, gosh, that hurt? Did that hurt you when I said that? Or was it?
No. Okay. But to be fair, I like I said, I felt bad because I think we try to be as real as possible. I love the show. I love the Starmy, and we're very real.
You like this new show that we're doing?
Yeah.
Like today? Because I liked last week, you know? I don't know. Talk to me.
That studio at
Talk to me in like a week or so. We'll see if it.
Yeah. Studio at star88.fm.
Thank you.
I don't know. Thank you. Speaking of.
Oh, look, we got to go to break.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you guys can chime in. We're live on Facebook and YouTube at Star88FM. Be more encouraging today, guys. The theme is hashtag stop bullies.
Yeah.
Like, no. Hashtag end bullies. Isn't that the hashtag we started a while back? Hashtag end bullies, guys. We're going to end bullies.
Nope. See, somebody chimed in and said, Dodgers fan here. The Red Sox totally bullied the Dodgers. Not cool. Yeah, no, that's called winning. The Dodgers bullied themselves, man. Gosh.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, we'll get to your phone calls. 505-338-3700. 9 o'clock, we got an update. We have a letter from last week. The sister who wrote in found out news that her sister got pregnant, and she found out she was the last one in the family to know. She was upset. She was disappointed in her sister for getting pregnant, and we wanted that update, and we got one. So I can't wait to hear all about it coming up at 9 o'clock.
What is heaven like? That's a hot question. Here's Skip Heitzig with a straight answer.
Heaven isn't a figment of one's imagination. It's not something somebody made up to pass on to people who are suffering, to give them a little bit of hope in this life. It's a real place. It's a real place, and the Bible describes it as such.
Hotspot. And now this insight from Skip.
I have a hunch by reading this that there is nothing more fascinating than God when you are face-to-face with him.
You can listen to Skip's teachings on the go. Get his podcast or go to connectwithskip.com.
Everything that is important to a believer is in heaven. The Father is there, your Savior is there, your Comforter is there. All of God's people throughout all of history are or will be there. Your reward is there.
Lean in for this from Skip.
And I don't care who you are or what you have done, how bad your sins are in the past, Jesus paid it all. Paid it all. He paid it all.
Hotspot. Sick and sick and tired. Had as much of you as I can take. I'm so done, so over being afraid. I've gone through the motions, I've been back and forth. I know that you're thinking you've heard this before. I don't know how to say it, so I'm just gonna say it, yeah. Fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story. And I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong. And I am free, got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Take a minute, let it settle in. You probably never saw it coming. Something's gotta give, so I give up you. Oh, there's no room for you here, yeah, I've had enough. The no vacancy sign on my heart is lit up. In case you didn't hear it, here it is again. Oh, fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story. And I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong. And I am free, got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Is there anybody out there just like me? Anybody out there? Anybody needing fear to leave? Oh, yeah. If you don't know how to say it, sing along with me. Sing fear you don't own me. There ain't no room in this story. And I ain't got time for you telling me what I'm not. Like you know me, well guess what? I know who I am. I know I'm strong, brave, and I am free. Got my own identity. So fear you will never be welcome here. Goodbye, goodbye, fear. Whoa, you will never be welcome here.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine. I have a friend in Jesus. Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus is a friend of mine.
He taught me how to live my life as it should be. He taught me how to turn my cheek when people laugh at me. I've had friends before, and I can tell you that he's one who will never leave you flat.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Jesus is my friend.
Jesus is a friend of mine.
Welcome to the show, everybody.
Jesus is a friend of mine. Jesus is my friend. Jesus
All right, everybody. Good morning. How's everybody doing? Coming up. Of course, we got that update coming up after 9 o'clock, about 11 minutes away. But if we have time this morning, we might have to wait till tomorrow to do this one. But did you see this organ donation ad featuring Jesus?
Oh, my.
It is causing quite the uproar. A little bit of controversy going on here. It's like a 2-minute ad, and it's a skit where Jesus is on the cross, and these soldiers come up and have a conversation with Jesus and ask him if he would like to donate his organs. We have time. We'll play some of that for you.
I don't want to. I don't want to.
No?
I just don't want to.
Well, we're gonna.
I feel like people just,
We're gonna do it.
Oh, man. Hey, remember we were talking about, like, relationships?
Yeah.
Like getting to know people? My boy Greg chimed in and said, my son goes to Western Heights, and at Fall Fest, I ran up and said, what up, Steve-O? Sorry if I made it awkward. I feel like I already know you. I've listened to you for years, and we're buds, bro. I now understand how we don't have that relationship, and I could have done better to say I'm Starmy. No way, bro. That's different. That's awesome. I met a lot of really, really cool people on Friday at Western Heights Fall Fest. It was cool. Yeah.
It's cool, man.
So
love that.
Yeah, absolutely. Hey, again, want to remind everybody, studio at star88.fm. The live line is getting flooded with comments about the morning show, the breaks, the music, whatever.
I blame Obama.
Yeah, and if you'd like to chime in, we really need you to email studio at star88.fm. So
beautiful.
Yeah.
Did we say we were going to talk about something before the break? Did I tease something?
Well, coming up in the 9 o'clock hour, we've got the email.
Right now.
I mean, we could talk Boba Fett.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Boba Fett.
Boba Fett.
Yeah, talk Boba Fett. Go ahead. We have 8 minutes. Go ahead.
Well, here's the deal,
I dare you to do it in
my
8
bro.
minutes. I dare you to do it in 8 minutes.
There was a movie called The Last Jedi that came out, and unfortunately, it was bullied by many. Not enough people liked it, and the people that hated it were so vocal that along came a film called Solo.
Yeah.
It was probably the best Star Wars movie since the original trilogy, and by probably, I mean, it was the best Star Wars since
You
the
are so
original
woke.
trilogy!
Wow, dude. Just, I think...
You scream too loud.
Yeah, you do.
The
Thank
problem
you.
was everybody was boycotting it because of their disdain for The Last Jedi, and it didn't make enough money. Star Wars, Lucasfilm, they had announced all of these movies that they were planning in the future, and then Solo came out, and then they're like, oh, well, I got to say a quick sorry to all of you Star Wars Boba Fett fans, because according to Lucasfilm head Kathleen Kennedy, the standalone Boba Fett movie that they were planning is no longer happening.
Oh, thank you, Jesus! No? Come on, man.
Actually, I'm totally okay with it.
Yeah, right. Come on,
Am I
Boba
in the minority
Fett.
here? He was the dumbest character.
You know, you made me realize that because at first I was like, okay, that'd be cool. And then you started telling me, like, you do realize he lasted
was
for
so
like
lame.
30 seconds.
Okay, Return of the Jedi, arguably my favorite movie of all time.
Yeah,
Seriously. Raiders of the Lost Ark, maybe. Scott Pilgrim vs. the World. Who knows? Arguably. He's in it for like 2 minutes. Yeah, I get it. He's got a cool costume. He gets hit in the jetpack, like accidentally by a blind Han Solo and flies into a building,
And dies.
i.e. Jabba's barge, sail barge, and gets eaten by the Sarlacc pit.
Yeah. The Sarlacc pit, guys. The Sarlacc pit.
So
Such a nerd.
lame. Like, what are they going to do a movie about? While speaking with Kathleen Kennedy this week, journalist Eric Weber asked about the status of the Boba Fett project, everybody's favorite bounty hunter. Not mine.
Everybody's favorite bounty hunter.
They reported that Boba Fett movie is 100% dead. Not even a thought. Our thoughts and prayers go out to all bounty hunter fans. Boba Fett. Boba Fett. Sorry, guys. Dead in the water.
That's right. You
They
can't
said-
stop this.
Sorry. They are now 100% focusing on The Mandalorian. So for those that don't know,
The Mandalorian.
The Mandalorian is a John Favreau. He directed Iron Man 1 and 2. He was actually in those movies. Anyone? John Favreau?
Nerd talk is thick this morning.
He's doing a new live-action TV series called The Mandalorian. So
okay,
it's going to run on Disney's upcoming streaming service, and I guess Disney is all in for that, and that is all they are doing. So
Okay.
yeah.
Cool, man.
Yeah. We're not, Daniel! We're not!
Wow, bro.
How dare you? She's a nice lady.
I'm proud of you, man. You did that in 3 minutes.
I did.
4 minutes, actually.
Well, I mean, we didn't have that much time.
Yeah, there you go. Good
The
job.
series, by the way, The Mandalorian, is taking place between Return of the Jedi and The Force Awakens. But look at this photo there's a photo that
looks
they
pretty
released.
Cool. See, that's
the
why
first
why
image
he's
of the
cool, right?
show.
That's why people were like excited about Boba Fett because
But
he's
that's
got a cool
not
little
Boba
costume.
Fett. That's a totally different character.
Oh,
this
that's,
is from the new TV show. That's just a bounty hunter. that stole his helmet, maybe.
That's kind of cool.
We don't know.
I like that look, man. That's
I
pretty
know.
sweet.
So, for all you Boba Fett fans, I'm sorry, it is 100% dead. And this is what happens when you don't support something.
Talk to us, man.
I'm just saying,
What
people were
happens,
like
man?
cranky about The Last Jedi, so nobody went and saw Solo. And then Lucasfilm, or, Disney basically is going, well, if nobody wants this, then I guess we'll just completely scrap it. Because if you love something, you should probably financially support it.
I love it.
Or it's going to cease to exist. Like the Boba Fett movie.
Whoa, I thought you were going to say something else.
Oh.
Many
people chiming in saying, Solo was amazing. Well, we are non-com. We're a listener-supported station.
Yeah, so if you don't support us, then we go bye-bye.
Well, yeah, of course.
Bye-bye, guys.
That's just life. Welcome to it. Come on, guys. Didn't you play Monopoly when you were a kid?
Yeah, and I cheated.
Okay.
All the time. I was always the banker.
We can't steal from the bank, bro.
I was always the
knew
banker.
it. I knew it.
That was me.
You're a cheater.
Yeah, okay,
Cheater,
whatever.
cheater,
I
cheater,
got it.
cheater.
Yeah.
Cheater.
Okay. Whatever.
Hey, shout out to Kelly, who just chimed in and said, I just want to let you guys know how grateful I am for this.
That's cool.
You guys are fantastic, always encouraging and real, and a blessing to the community.
Sometimes. I'd say like 80% real.
Yeah. Somebody said
90.
Boba Fett is the lame bounty hunter. He really was.
Stormy, take us to break. Good morning.
Good morning.
Good
it's
morning.
Celeste.
Hi, Celeste. How are you?
Hey.
What's going on?
I just, I heard you guys talking about if you love something, you support it.
Mhm.
Otherwise, it'll go away.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just thinking about this weekend when I invited you to my karaoke party and you didn't come.
Yeah,
I wanted to get
Steve.
your friend about that.
Oh! Did you just say yes, Steve?
Yeah, well, I was invited from Celeste. I was invited from Steve-O.
Okay.
Not the same.
But it was for me and my friendship.
Mhm.
And because you weren't there,
Yep.
I'm leaving.
Yep.
Forever.
Now she's moving. She's leaving. All because you're a lame. You'll never see her
but
again.
I never saw her anyway, so it's not going to be any
wow.
different. You know?
Wow.
Well, how is our relationship going to change, Celeste? Huh?
You tell me that.
I never saw you anyways. I never saw you anyways.
You never invited me.
We can hang out on Facebook and Instagram whenever. You know what I'm
man.
saying? You can
Man.
move anywhere. Whatever.
Not responsibility for this at all, and I realize that, and that's fine. But anyway,
All right.
I wanted to just throw that out there and say,
All right.
I'm glad you did. I'm really, really glad you did.
All right. Well,
this is probably the last time I'm ever going to call into your show. So
that's a lie. That's a lie. You can stream us, even though you're leaving. You can stream us anywhere.
This is true.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that from Nashville.
Well, there's a lot of great radio shows there.
This is true.
Well, look at the time. We got to go to break.
Okay. Bye.
Love you. Bye,
Love
Celeste.
you.
Sorry, I didn't
That's
mean
Celeste.
that to come off as like I was trying to hang up on Celeste. We just have to go to
We
break.
really do have to go to break. We're up against it.
Hopefully, she didn't take
End of the
that as
hour.
like I was just wanting to get her off the phone because
Coming up around the
what I was
corner,
doing.
we got an email last week.
she likes to grab my steering wheel all the time. You know, I was supposed to go to break like a minute ago.
Oh, sorry. Wow, we really were. Okay. Never mind.
No, we do. We have an update from that letter.
Yeah.
So we're gonna do that. I'm excited. I haven't read it yet. Steve-O read it. I didn't.
Oh, man.
So I can't wait to hear all about the update. When we come back live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Hang out.
I'm Daniel, and it's time to get in the techno. Adobe has made numerous product announcements recently. If you've got a CC subscription, you'll be happy to learn that Typekit, now branded as Adobe Fonts, is available to all subscriptions, and it's adding nearly 3,000 new fonts available for all uses. Rush CC is a new video editing app aimed at mobile users. Rush hopes to simplify the video editing, motion graphics, and audio mixing capabilities of the pro-grade apps like Premiere, After Effects, and Audition. Rush is included in most Creative Cloud plans and available on iOS, PC, and Mac. But the big news is the promise to bring Photoshop to iOS in 2019. And not some Elements garbage, we're talking full-on Photoshop, enhanced with a new cloud-based format to give what's called a, quote, Google Docs-like integration. I can't wait. I'm Daniel, and now you're in the techno on Star 88.
This is KLYT Albuquerque, Santa Fe, rebroadcast on KKCJ, Cannon Air Force Base, KPKJ, Mintmore, K201CC, Las Cruces. K203EZ, Alamogordo. K207CQ, Gallup. K211CW, Hobbs. K212EH, Silver City. K214DE, Antonito. K218AK, Artesia. K250AB, Roswell. K293AO, Alamosa. K228DQ, Portales. In the free app for iOS and Android. And online at star88.fm.
Life is an open road. We are moonlit drivers. I hear a voice that calls into the greatest story. I don't know what life holds, but I know that you hold it. I can't see what's ahead, but I know that you wait for me. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my hope. You are an open door. You are a friend of sinners. You are the way in life for all those who wander. I don't know what life holds, but I know that you hold it. I can't see what's ahead, but I know that you wait for me. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my I've seen your light, I'll follow you. You feel my heart, I'll follow you. You're like a neon sign out in the dark of the desert night, lighting the highway road. You're like a place to rest, and I'm tired within my soul. Jesus, you are my hope. I've seen your light, I'll follow you. You feel my heart, I'll follow you. I'll follow you, yeah.
The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for chiming in. You guys love sending in letters. We get them from time to time. Studio at star88.fm. So we got an email last week, and this sister, why don't you kind of recap that letter for us, Steve-O? You know, give us the nuts and bolts of that letter,
Okay.
if you will.
Sorry, I'm trying to let me get to it.
So we got a lot of hate mail just pouring in right now.
Emails pouring in this morning, actually.
Kind of got to push it all to the side.
Studio at
A lot of
star88.fm.
complaints for some weird reason. It's crazy.
Yeah, hey guys, love your show. Needed your help. Hate to put other emails aside. I need the advice by today, please. Let me explain. So basically, this girl found out that her 21-year-old sister is pregnant. She hasn't told her yet. And the only reason she knows is because the mom and the pregnant sister called the boyfriend and was like, hey, we really need to figure out how to break this to your girlfriend.
Yeah, because
my
she
daughter
overreacts quite a bit, it
Yeah.
seems like. And, yeah.
The thing is, the emailer, she's 23 years old. She wants a child of her own, but she wants it done the right way. She's not married yet, and so she's like, hey, I need some help, bro. My 20-year-old sister, not married. She's only been with this dude for months. And I'm so angry. And I've got a dinner coming up, and how am I supposed to respond? And just about everybody in the Star was like, dude, respond in love. Don't be a jerk.
Yeah.
Support her.
Yeah, because it sounds like the sister, she's like, I'm going to plan it all out, and I'm going to make sure that I don't have sex before I'm married, and I'm going to plan it when I'm ready, and now she can't do that because now she's pregnant. Like, she's super upset with her sister over this, and we kind of called her out and said, listen, calm down.
Yeah.
If you show up to this dinner, you need to be supportive. You need to love her. Don't call her out for being a sinner and making the wrong choices, because she already knows she made the wrong choice. But now, you know what? There's this beautiful, beautiful baby in the picture now, this human being that's going to be born, and it's going to be the most beautiful little child, and this is going to be your little niece or nephew, and you're going to love this niece or nephew.
Yeah.
So I'm excited to get the update on how the dinner went.
I'd like to point out that Dex hadn't read the email.
Oh, what?
I said I'd like to point out the fact that you have not
The
read
update.
the email.
I
Yes.
didn't read the update.
You have not read the update.
Oh, no.
Because, you should shut up.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I mean, I don't know if I'm ready to hear the email then.
You're not.
Oh, no.
Morning, guys. Just wanted to update you about the email I sent on Friday. The dinner went great.
Oh, okay.
I took your advice about being there for my sister instead of making things worse with many, many questions I had. My sister revealed her surprise, quote unquote, with the stuffed animal to hang on to until my future niece or nephew arrived. Of course, we were all crying like babies, happy tears, frustration tears, but in the end, we were all excited.
Good. Oh, what's the problem? This is a great update.
Yeah, the problem is 2 days ago, my sister went to the hospital because of spotting.
Oh, no.
We all thought this was normal because pregnancy, but it just got worse. And last night she found out.
Oh, no.
Had a miscarriage.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
We're also saddened by the news. My sister and her boyfriend are having a really hard time, obviously. She blames herself because she didn't know that she had already been 5 to 6 weeks pregnant, claims she most likely didn't take care of herself until she had found out. Her boyfriend's also dealing with this rough time, but trying to stay put together for her. She's upset and confused with God because he blessed her with this and then took it away from her.
Oh, man.
I know the baby was in its early stages of life and numerous things could have happened due to the miscarriage, but they're still wrapping their heads around the possibility. I'm just trying my very best to be there for both of them. Please continue to keep us all in your prayers, and thank you so much for all your help.
Oh, my gosh. Phew. Well, I mean,
dude, all I can say is really glad you emailed us.
Yeah.
Could you imagine if you hadn't and you went in there with like an anger ball, like you were about to.
Right, yeah.
And then that happened?
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, so good on you for, showing up, loving on them, following the advice. I think that's so important that you did that.
Yeah.
And good thing, yeah. And I'm so sorry because so many people face that every single day.
Yeah.
And then they look to God and they go, why? Why would you give me this gift and take it away?
Right.
Why?
Right.
I get it. I get it.
Yeah. So everyone be praying for her. I know Friday we kind of roasted her for being selfish. And
I wouldn't say we roasted her. I think it was just more of like, hey, we're going to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And that's what you're going to get when you email into the show. We're going to give you honest, good advice. We're going to try to at least.
Yeah.
And if you need to be called out, you got to be called out. We're not going to sugarcoat it.
Yeah.
We're not gonna be sensitive to your feelings, okay?
Yeah.
Not everybody gets a trophy here, okay?
Yeah.
But I'm so sorry that happened. I really am, and this is a time you just really have to. You know what? I'm just gonna be quiet. I don't even know what to say. So I don't know what to say.
Yeah, that's kind of where I'm
right. Because in these situations, you probably shouldn't just say anything. You should just allow God to work
and continue to be there for.
And love and support them.
Mm-hmm.
And we are praying for you.
Remember, the Stormy did chime in with words. Let her know this is not her fault. A lot of first pregnancies end this way.
Yeah.
She did absolutely nothing wrong.
Yeah, I think that's I think it's probably pretty common that people would look at it and be like, well, I sinned, and this is why this happened. God took away this baby because I sinned. And no, stop it right now. You know, we try to analyze things and try to figure it out. You know, that's what we do as humans. And a lot of times we just don't know.
Yeah.
Why stuff happens. It's a fallen world, man. And gosh, life is hard. Yeah. I was talking to some friends over the weekend about that, you know, just how, you know, me growing up in Montana, I grew up, I kind of had a sheltered life, you know, not a whole lot happened to me growing up. My parents are still married, and, you know, I grew up in the wild and went hunting and just had a really good childhood. Had lived in a junkyard. I didn't have a lot of death in my family. And then, you know, of course, as I got older, you start having those relationships, those people in your life that die, they get into accidents, they start abusing drugs, and man, life hits you hard, you know? Mm-hmm. And it's hard. You don't know how to deal with it. Yeah. Still I'm learning. I'm still having a hard time learning how to deal with, you know, that crap that comes into our life, you know?
Yeah. Remember the Starmy texted in to the live line, which you can do, 505-585-LIVE. Said, good job to this young lady. The same thing happened to my son and his girlfriend. I'm so glad that our family rallied around them and showed them God's love instead of condemning them. Our hearts were broken over the loss of our first grandchild.
Man.
So, yeah, prayers for them. Prayers for the whole family. Really thankful that they kind of rallied around each other. You know, at that dinner before anything, you never know. So,
right. Yeah,
really
just
glad.
Be supportive, man. You know, be supportive.
And shout out to the Starmy, man. Seriously, because we got that email on Friday, and everybody's real. I love how honest you guys are. Like, seriously. It's really great to know that somebody can send in an email needing some advice and got some pretty good responses. So.
Studio at star88.fm if you'd like to email us. And, of course, we have a whole Starmy of people out there that can chime in with advice. And, hey, we're not professionals, but we can do our best to give you the best advice we possibly can. All right, we're going to take another quick break. When we come back, there's a video that is making quite the controversy. It's an Australian group, Dying to Live. They released a new ad promoting organ donation. Okay, worthy cause. Here's the setup. It's Jesus dying on the cross, and there are two soldiers talking to Jesus, asking if he would like to donate his organs.
Gosh.
We'll play some of it.
Yeah, we've got the audio.
You know, I mean, I was surprised. I played this beautiful, beautiful rendition of a country national anthem this morning. You guys ripped it apart.
Yeah.
I'm kind of thinking you're going to think this is absolutely acceptable. I'm going to put my money on that. No? Okay. All right. All right. We'll talk about it when we come back. Hang out.
A Starty 8 Supernova. Here's Rick Warren.
God put you on this earth for a reason. God put you on this earth for a purpose. He has a mission that only you can fulfill. But part of that mission, once you step across the line, is to tell other people. You know Christ because somebody told you. Who are you going to tell? Let me just say it like this. If somebody died for you, would you want to know about it? Yeah, you would. See, Jesus died for every single person in the world. And this weekend, the typical resident will sit at home watching TV, got his hot cocoa probably or something, newspaper, TV on, kick back, relaxed, totally unaware that Jesus Christ died for him and the grace that is available, both in the past, the present, and the future. Totally oblivious to that fact.
Catch Rick Warren's Daily Hope on KNKT 107.1 weekdays at 7:30 a.m.
This is Groundwire with Sean Dunn.
One of the themes I hear occasionally from my two youngest children is boredom. Even though we can go to the park in the morning and to the pool in the afternoon, they can be bored by dinner. After observing them for a while, I noticed that they never said they were bored when their friends were over. Whether they are active or just sitting on the couch, they are content when they are surrounded by people they enjoy. That is true of those who say they are bored with God. If they truly knew God relationally, they would not be bored. But because they see God as the rule giver and the regulator, they lose interest and drift into boredom. But that is not the God that I serve. The Bible says that he is a father to the fatherless and a friend who sticks closer than a brother. Through Jesus Christ, the God of the Bible made a real, relevant, and personal relationship available. And I think that is amazing. If you think that God is boring, then you really don't know what is being offered. God wants a relationship that is exhilarating, and that is worth pursuing.
For more information or to talk to a live spiritual coach, log on to groundwire.net. Groundwire.net.
Make it count, leave a mark, build a name for yourself. Dream your dreams, chase your heart above all else. Make a name the world remembers. But all an empty world can sell is empty dreams. I got lost in the light, but it was up to me to make a name the world remembers. But Jesus is the only name to remember. And I don't wanna leave a legacy. I don't care if they remember me. Only Jesus. And I've only got one life to live. I'll let every second point to him. Only Jesus. All the kingdoms built, all the trophies won will crumble into dust when it's said and done. 'Cause all that really mattered. Did I live the truth to the ones I love? Was my life the proof that there is only one whose name will last forever? And I don't wanna leave a legacy. I don't care if they remember me. Only Jesus. And I've only got one life to live. I'll let every second point to him. Only Jesus. Jesus is the only name. Jesus is the only name. Jesus is the only name to remember. Oh, Jesus is the only name. Jesus is the only name. Jesus is the only name to remember. And I don't wanna leave a legacy. I don't care if they remember me. Only Jesus. And I've only got one life to live. I'll let every second point to him. Only Jesus. I don't wanna leave a legacy. I don't care if they remember me. Only Jesus.
Do you ever get so excited that you just can't wait?
It's the Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O.
I've been waiting my whole life for this.
Good morning, everybody. You guys gonna do some grocery shopping this week? Make sure you guys buy a little extra this week. Some non-perishable food items. There's a list of items Up at our website at star88.fm for Feed NM Kids. We're number one when it comes to childhood hunger here in our state, and that's unacceptable. So we've teamed up with Feed NM Kids, and we've come up with different drop-off locations where you guys can drop off these non-perishable food items, which Calvary is one of them. And this Friday, between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., you can join Heidi. She's going to be doing her whole show down at Fiat on San Mateo, and you can drop off the food there. Take you to Automax. But just remember, when you guys go grocery shopping, just buy a little extra. Buy a little extra. And make sure in 2019, we are not number one when it comes to childhood hunger, you know?
I'm into that.
All right, you guys can chime in 505-338-3700 if you'd like to call in. You can chime in on Facebook or YouTube at Star 88FM. And what's the live line to text in?
505-585-LIVE. That's 505-585-5483.
All right, we want your thoughts. I'm pretty sure we know exactly what your thoughts are going to be. But this ad is definitely stirring up some controversy. There's an Australian group. They're called Dying to Live, and they released a new ad promoting organ donation. Okay? They're trying to get the word out. It's very important. And this is how they did it. It's about a 2.5 minute video, and it's Jesus on the cross, and Jesus is chatting with two Roman soldiers.
Like, even just you saying that, I'm like, oh, my gosh.
I know. Yeah.
Oh, my gosh.
Get ready to feel a little uncomfortable. They tell them all about organ donation. Here, we're going to play a little bit of this video for you so you can get... Jesus is hanging on the cross. He's dying.
Random goats.
Excuse me. Down here?
Roman soldiers.
Can I ask you a question?
Yes,
Australian
my son.
Roman
I am
soldiers.
here for you. Literally.
Have you thought about maybe becoming an organ donor?
Is this really the best time to bring this up?
Oh, we get it. You know, no one wants to talk about death. But, you know, not all of us are going to the eternal paradise, and your organs could save the lives of up to 6 people.
Seven people. Not to mention how your bones and soft tissue and ligaments could change the lives of many others.
And corneas, you'll help blind people see.
What a miracle!
Obviously, I would do it. I'm Jesus.
Okay, so the whole video is like that, and it's just
gets worse.
it's basically them just trying to get out information about organ donation
And how easy it is now. You don't even have to do any, you know, it used to be on your driver's license, but now you can just sign up online. They hand him a cell phone.
A smartphone.
Like from a stick, like giving him the water, except this is like, here you go, just touch this button. We've already pre-registered you. All you got to hit is accept on this phone. And of course, he's Jesus, so he does it.
Yeah, he does it. And the video ends with the statement, do what Jesus would do. Which, okay, yeah. Jesus sacrificed his life for us, for the sins of the world. And of course, yeah, he would straight up
Are you
give
about
up
to say
his
he
organs.
would be an organ donor?
Yeah, of course he would.
Because he donated his heart to the whole world.
Of course he would.
I have to go.
Yeah.
Are you an organ donor?
Yes, I am.
Me too.
Yes, I am.
I jumped on my license and I'm like, I sure am.
Absolutely. You know what? You can have it all, man. Have it all. Take all my organs. I don't know if they're any good, but actually they're very good.
I understand the importance of organ donation, but immediately Kevin chimed in. He's like, mockers.
Right.
Mockers.
And that's the thing, okay? That's the big thing. I get they're trying to get the information across. They're trying to make it, I mean, sometimes causing a little controversy is a good thing because it raises more awareness, because more people are upset and they're telling their friends, word gets out, and people get educated on organ donation. But is this the right way to do it?
Yeah, Paul says, nope. The single most important act in human history. I joke a lot, but that is not a joking matter.
Right.
Jarrett says, I'm waiting for the communion jokes.
Okay.
You go first. I don't know.
Apparently, there's been about 15,000 people who have signed a change.org petition asking for it to be removed.
Yeah.
It reads, "No other religion will ever tolerate this kind of mockery and disrespect. We are calling on you to make a stand and protect our faith by banning this disrespectful ad. Religious leaders, including the Anglican Bishop of South Sydney and the founder of the Islamic Friendship Association of Australia, have also spoken out about it."
Our boy Mark says, "Why does Jesus have a French accent? Also, I'm an organ donor."
Good. Yeah. And I was reading the comments on even people that aren't Christians, that are atheists. They're like, wow, I mean, I get why it would be very disrespectful if you were, a Christian.
Yeah.
But then there's other people just kind of laughing and thinking it's really funny. And I can understand if you were on that side of it.
It's written very well. Like, it really is. It's just not, I don't know, man. Like, I couldn't, no.
Right.
Yeah. No.
Yeah, that's just not something, as a Christian, it's just not something that you mock, you joke about. I mean, that day, man, was, holy cow, man. Just to think of what Jesus did for us, man, and the pain and torture that he went through so that we could be with him. It's just, it's a beautiful and it's an unbelievable thing. And to mock that, it is shameful. It's disrespectful. And they make a good point too. It's like, if we did this about Muhammad,
Yeah.
Holy cow, man, we'd be a target,
Yeah.
Remember South Park? I mean, they took down their episode because they got death threats.
Oh yeah, it was crazy.
So I don't know if you guys, you can sign the petition. It's up at change.org. Right now, like I said, 15,000 people have signed it. So I don't know. I mean, there's only one good thing about this, and that's that it's getting the word out about organ donation.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the only thing.
Yeah. Somebody says, seriously, though, why do we have to lose our minds on stuff like this? Yes, it's disrespectful, but there's way worse things that mock Jesus that we don't attack.
Like what? Give me some examples. What are you thinking?
Somebody says, I don't understand the people who are against organ donating. Like, you're dead, you don't need them. Why do you care? Yeah, I don't know. I'm an organ donor.
Yeah, it's a good question. I wonder why some people don't want to donate their organs.
Somebody said on the flip, I mean, they got lots of people's attention. Isn't that what they're trying to do?
Yeah.
Somebody else said, don't roast me for this, but I actually thought it was kind of funny. If you're secure with your beliefs, it doesn't offend you.
Okay.
I mean, as you were playing it, the first time I saw it, yeah. Yep. Somebody said, I would chime in, but you've got to go to break by the time you'll read this.
That's right, guys. We got to go to break. We'll be back. Actually, we got about 2 minutes.
Yeah, I'm like, we actually do have to go to break here in just a second. But yeah, I don't know. That's what I'm saying. It was written well. That was me trying to be kind. I don't want. You know what? Forget it. It's the morning invasion, right?
Yeah, let me play more of the video. Let me play more of the video.
Yes, you're Jesus, Yeah, you've helped the lepers.
But this is very specific.
How?
What, have you gone online and signed the organ donor registry?
The organ what?
The organ donor registry.
Isn't it on my license?
It used to be. Now you got to go online, but it's very simple.
Common misconception. Except in South Australia, that's still on the license.
South Australia.
Have you got a smartphone?
Of course we have a smartphone, and we've taken the liberty of pre-filling the form. So all you got to do is press the little button.
I mean, all the information's there. All the information's there.
It's literally just giving people information.
Easy. Like, super easy to sign up and to be an organ donor, and there's many people that need organs.
Fallout fanboy 111 Vault Tech said, I know, YouTube. They mocked him on the day of his crucifixion. Should we be surprised?
Yeah, we shouldn't be surprised. Did the Starmy just change our minds about this?
Why? Were you against it in the beginning?
Yeah, I was against it.
Oh,
I was
everyone's still against it.
Okay.
Nobody likes it.
All right.
I think I'm the only one.
I don't know. There's a couple good points that people bring up. I mean, it's getting the word out. It's, and people are talking about organ donation.
Is it offensive?
Is it offensive? Steve-O said, not really.
I didn't say anything.
Well, I mean, your actions.
speak louder than these words because I don't want to get in trouble. You're right.
Let me just play more of it and let's hear Steve-O.
Bring it here.
Just stretch that little finger.
There you go. One more. I mean.
Oh, nice.
Thank you, Jesus. You're a good guy.
That's Steve-O Jeter.
Because here's the thing,
Oh, look at the time. We got to go to break. Say it by the break, guys.
Because Mark says, why not? I hope we turn this around into a conversation about how the cross gave us life. It's an opportunity to share our faith instead of starting a dumpster fire like the world has grown up to expect of us. I think it's funny.
Wow. Are we for this video now?
What do you mean we? I was never against it. I shouldn't say that because, gosh, see, this is the thing that stinks about this whole
Why don't we talk more about it when we
happening.
come back?
Oh,
all right?
that's good.
All
Gotta
right.
take a quick break.
All right, we'll be right back.
Now, a Star 88 PowerPoint. Here's Francis Chan.
Don't just take my word for it. Read this book for yourself. Okay, I'm begging you. You have to be sure of this. I don't understand why people are so casual about what they believe. I'm going, do you understand you're going to see him? You better know what you believe. You better be sure of what you believe. I mean, literally, that could be the most devastating, worst moment of your existence, leading you to an absolute horror of pain forever, or it could be the greatest. So if there's one thing you need to know, one thing you gotta be serious about, you better know where you're going at the end. You better know what it's gonna be like when you see his face. So don't just take my word for it. Study this book.
That was Francis Chan on Star 88 with a PowerPoint. The Morning Invasion with Dex and Steve-O on Star 88.
Hey, what's going on in the news today?
Massacre at the Tree of Life Synagogue. A gunman armed with an assault rifle and several other guns stormed in, taking 11 lives. Police say he told them all he wanted to do was to kill Jews.
We've learned that dead range in age from 54 to 97.
This was an anti-Semitic act.
The nor'easter causing coastal flooding from the Jersey Shore all the way up to Cape Cod. Winds gusting over 60 miles per hour.
Flames engulfed a 5-story apartment building in a Boston neighborhood that's home to many university students.
Uber, the rideshare service, is trying to avoid a repeat of what happened back in 2014 when heavy demand brought down the system during peak Halloween hours, driving prices way up in some cases.
Taking a look at the Halloween film, the direct sequel to the classic 1978 slasher pick with Jamie Lee Curtis grossed a stellar $32 million in its second weekend to top the charts.
Red Sox win the World Series. And the best team in baseball wins it all in 2018.
We're world champions, baby. World champions #1.
Good morning. Welcome back to the show, live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Talking about this organ donation ad out of Australia featuring Jesus on the cross and 2 Roman soldiers asking Jesus if, well, he'd want to be an organ donor. And, well, there's a lot of people that don't find it very funny. On the other side, there's been quite a few Christians that have chimed in that,
like our girl Cruz on Facebook just now, who said, I'm not offended. I think it's important for people to seriously consider organ donation. I wouldn't be surprised if they're intentionally targeting believers because they're known for not being registered donors.
Right?
Is that it then?
Oh, sorry, there's one more little thing.
What?
Your family has to be on board for this.
Really?
We've also anticipated this bit, and we have a surprise for you. Here's your mum and dad.
Hello, mother. Hello, earthly father.
Okay.
Did you follow all this?
Yeah, we got the general gist of it. You want to be an organ donor?
We think that's awesome.
here's a comment. I'm a Christian. I read some comments here, and they are negative. I loved this ad. It is great. It is funny, and it is not at least disrespectful. I don't know how people think it's disrespectful or insulting. I did not find that at all. I loved the funny part of the ad, that it's the Australian accent.
Right.
So, I mean, it's kind of mixed.
Jarrett says, I think it's a clever marketing design. They're getting a huge conversation about it, so.
Mm-hmm.
Kim says, I'm an organ donor. If my death can bring someone else life, I'm down.
Good morning.
Oh, so I wanted to call in about the
ad. Yes, the organ donation ad. Yes, go ahead.
So I want to say that when I first heard that as I got in my car just now, I couldn't help but laugh out loud. And the reason for that is the fact that I find it funny. But the main reason I do is because, not because they're putting Jesus on the cross, but also, like, that's not the way the Romans would think.
Right.
I imagine. And it's just kind of funny that people would take it that way. Like,
okay.
Sorry, I lost my train of thought.
You know what?
okay.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah. There
All
you
right.
go.
Thanks for chiming in, man.
Thank
See you,
you.
buddy. All right.
Somebody said, to be fair, it still makes a solid commentary on Jesus being a good person and saving others.
Yeah.
How many times did people get healed, brought back to life even? If anything, the tone is too flippant, but the whole premise is that Jesus loves people, and is that really a bad thing?
Yeah, the question at the end of the video is, do what Jesus, or it's not a question, they just said, do
statement.
what Jesus would do, is the statement that at the end of the video.
Well, it's like what Kim said. I'm an organ donor. If my death can bring someone else life, I'm down. And imagine the conversation you could have about Jesus' death bringing someone eternal life.
Right.
I mean, seriously.
Yeah. Yep. Wow, I didn't think our conversation would go this way.
Well, it's kind of 50-50, because then there are still people saying our society is so numb. This is not cool, guys. Not cool at all.
Yeah, I get it. Because I started the conversation feeling the same way. You know, like, hey, you're mocking my Savior. You're mocking Jesus.
But are they?
Well,
I mean, I'm
they
just
turned
asking.
it into a funny educational video. And is Jesus on a cross dying ever funny? You know, because they made it funny. They did.
That, like, even Jesus would donate his organs?
Well, I mean, just the fact
Like
that they have Australian accents.
I was gonna say.
And they used a smartphone, which they used a spear to get it up to Jesus so Jesus could use his finger to accept that he wants to be an organ donor. People were laughing.
Yeah.
You laughed.
Matt says, encouraging giving life is biblical. Jesus gave all of himself to save us, including his organs, his blood, his everything.
Yeah.
Man, somebody says, it feels like deja vu, people getting offended for every little thing they don't like. Maybe Jesus would forgive them for their dumb ad. Why wouldn't we? Somebody said, however, his resurrection would cause some serious problems if he was a donor, though. Well, how do we know? Resurrected body.
Yeah, that's what I don't get, because there was comments on here, too, people going, but if he gave up his organs, then how would he have organs when he came back from the dead? It's like, wait, really? I don't get it.
Somebody says, I do
Simple
not see
minds.
this ad mocking Christianity or Jesus' sacrifice at all. I wouldn't be surprised if Jesus, maybe himself, gave a little chuckle over it. Somebody said the problem with Jesus being an organ donor is there ain't no body. Am I right?
That's right. That's right, man.
Somebody said he used to be an organ donor, but not anymore because I don't want them killing me to get to my organs. And then shared a story from the New York Post about organs taken from patients that doctors were pressured to declare brain dead.
Oh.
Okay. Well.
Okay. You know what? I also have don't resuscitate.
Yes.
Yeah.
Somebody said this is completely disrespectful. Some things we should not make jokes about. Are we now making fun of Jesus dying on the cross? Find another way to promote organ donation. My question is it making fun of him dying on the cross? Genuinely.
Yeah.
I don't know. Is it making fun of him? Is it mocking him? Could you imagine? This ad campaign is about Jesus on the cross, like giving up his organs to save lives.
Because Jesus
so he's giving
would do
himself
that.
he's giving himself up to save lives.
Right.
And to me, it's like just about the easiest conversation to transition into giving his life for you.
Right. I mean, if anybody's going to mock anything, it's that Samson on DVD. Am I right? Darn it, I'm going to leave. I'm out. I'm out. Yeah. I'm in gear 5 right now, guys. Just want you to let you know I'm in gear 5.
Somebody said, guys, this is an ad. It's not scripture. Somebody says, I understand the premise of the ad. However, the cross should always be revered to the utmost.
Excuse me.
Down here? Hey, can I ask you a question?
Yes, my son. I am here for you. Literally.
Have you thought about maybe becoming an organ donor?
Is this really the best time to bring this up?
If you're just joining us, that's Jesus on the cross getting crucified. 2 Roman soldiers are asking Jesus if he would like to be an organ donor.
So here's the flip side. Somebody said, okay, let's think about this. Would it ever be okay if we were to make a funny commercial about someone else who died heroically? What about a victim of the recent shootings? Or what about a soldier that was killed protecting someone else's life? Would those be appropriate? I do not know, honestly, but I think it's important to look at that. If it's not appropriate for those other people, is it appropriate for Jesus?
Well, organ donation is something that people need to know about. They need to be educated about. Okay, that's a great thing. Organ donation is saving lives. So I would say to that person's comment, if it had to do with somebody who was a hero that got shot in a school shooting, is it educating people to protect themselves? Is it educating people on guns, how to survive a school shooting? I don't know. I think if it's going to help and save lives, can it be redeemed? Is it still considered mocking?
Yeah.
Oh. What do you think? Go ahead.
Hey, guys, it's Travis down here in Cruces.
Hi, Travis.
Travis.
Hey, I think that in today's world, we all take things. I mean, this is a very serious subject. Anytime you bring Jesus into the conversation, the tone actually becomes more on the serious side because it's a big deal. It's very serious. But I think as humans in today's day and age, we always try to take things way more serious than they should be. And like case in point, did you guys know that Apu is not going to be on The Simpsons anymore?
Apu?
Yeah. The guy that runs the Quickie Mart?
Yeah.
Because people took that way serious and didn't remember that it's a cartoon that's been running for 20 years. And so he's gone now because he's been declared culturally insensitive. So
Travis, your phone is terrible, man. I'm sorry.
I know, I'm like,
you sound like you're in a blender right now.
I can't understand you.
Well, I am in a blender. I mean, that's the new thing now, right?
Well, okay, all right. I love you, Travis.
Yeah.
Thanks for chiming in, man. All right. We only have a few minutes, guys. Our time is very precious.
Somebody says I'm not offended by the ad, but I think they could have used a different time in Jesus' life to educate people about organ donation. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Okay.
Some of the weird comparisons are just like, what? No, that doesn't make any sense.
Okay.
I hear what you're trying to say.
Mm-hmm.
No. Because as we try and compare, like, Jesus versus another heroic, person, Cruz is saying, yeah, but now aren't you comparing a person to Jesus? Isn't that blasphemous? Caleb says the real question being asked is, are we taking people's death more seriously than Jesus's?
A lot of great points, man. A lot of great points. Thanks for chiming in. Go ahead.
Hey, guys.
Hi, Brett.
Oh,
How you
Brett.
doing?
Hey, guys. What are you doing?
Brett. Talking about this
doing a
ad.
morning show.
This organ. Did you hear all about this organ donation ad?
That's why I'm calling in.
Oh,
All
thank God.
What are your thoughts in under 30 seconds?
Okay, 30 seconds. Does it start now?
It started
And go.
7 seconds ago.
Okay. I honestly, I just feel like we can't be offended by everything. Like, just, it's a commercial, move on with it. Like, people are going to do what they want to do and say what they want to say. I just think we all live so offended these days, and it's just unnecessary.
I like that. That's good.
Like, I obviously, it's probably not the best thing. It's not very nice. There could be, a lot of, like, they're trying to be jerks about it. But who cares? It's, just we have to move on. We just can't be all, like, taking up our day over a commercial.
Like you did it.
What?
Like you were right.
Do you hear my baby crying in the background? He's upset
Like
about
you should
the
probably
commercial,
check on your baby. Am I right?
I
but
like
Are
that.
you judging me?
No.
What?
I'm like sitting
I
here.
feel offended. you're judging my parenting style?
No, like, I'm not at all.
Are you trying to talk to me? You're saying like a lot.
Kind of nice, like usually, like if school, but like chilling at home, like playing some piano, just like relaxing. Basically, pretty like chill day yesterday. Cool, like the amount of support of getting at my school, like for like the my backstory, which is like pretty much the whole school like knows that I'm doing the voice, and like I'm like from like.
Okay.
We'll be back right after these words.
Slater Transfer and Storage is a Star 88 power partner. Slater Transfer and Storage has been family owned for more than 30 years. They're an Atlas Interstate agent and are certified by the American Moving and Storage Association, moving locally, long distance, corporate, or even international, and providing local storage. Slater Transfer and Storage is located at 6900 Washington Street in Albuquerque. On the phone at 505-345-8841 and on the web at atlasalb.com.
Dex, don't you think fall is the primo time in New Mexico?
True enough. When else do pigs fly?
I mean, I was kind of going for green chili roasting and turning trees, but...
Whatever. You just like October 31st when you get to wear a cape and tights to get candy.
Okay, let's not go there.
Okay, but let's go to the Fall Fest on the west side.
I'm there, man. Montano Plaza, Coors in Montano, bounce houses, obstacle courses, costume contests.
And lots of food, and of course, free candy for you, Steve-O, 6 p.m. on October 31st.
It's a favorite night for kids. Let's make it safe at the Calvary Church Fall Fest, Coors and Montano.
Details at calvarynm.church.
It's so unusual, it's frightening. You see right through the mess inside me. And you call me out to pull me in. You tell me I can start again. And I don't need to keep on hiding. I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. It's so like you to keep pursuing. It's so like astray, ooh, but you got my heart with your truth, the kind of love that's bulletproof. And I surrender to your kindness. Oh, I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no matter what I do. And it's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully known and loved by you. How real, how wide, how rich, how high is your heart? I cannot find the reasons why you give me so much. How real, how wide, how rich, how high is your heart? Now I cannot find the reasons why you give me so much. I'm fully known and loved by you. You won't let go, no, you won't let go, no matter what I do. It's not one or the other. It's hard truth and ridiculous grace to be known, fully known and loved by you. I'm fully
hi. Good morning. Dex and Steve-O. Live from the Dreamstyle Remodeling Star 88 Studios. Thanks for chiming in, being a part of the conversation this morning. You can go hang out with us on Facebook and YouTube. Star 88 FM, we upload the show. Right at 10, you can go back, watch, listen, share it with your friends. What would you do to have your team win a championship? Steve-O?
Yeah, last night, Game 5 of the World Series came down to Clayton Kershaw and David Price. And before the game, Yahoo Sports asked Dodgers fans what they would be willing to give up to see their team win. Dodgers haven't won a World Series since 1988. 30 years. 30 years it's been.
Wow.
Last 2 years, they've been in the World Series, and now, waking up this morning, they've lost 2 in a row. So with the stakes crazy high last night, Yahoo Sports went around Dodger Stadium talking to fans, asking what they'd be willing to give up for the Dodgers to win the World Series. And it was crazy.
What are people willing to give up? Because I would imagine...
There was things from alcohol for the rest of my life.
Oh, for the rest of your life?
Never drink alcohol.
I mean, that'd be easy. That'd be easy for me.
Right. Yeah, but for some of these, like... pre-gamers that
Let me
they
ask
were
you,
talking
would
to
you
last
give
night,
up alcohol the rest of your life, Steve-O?
for the Dodgers to win a World Series? No.
Okay.
Not a Dodgers
How about,
fan.
would you give up coffee for the rest of your life?
No.
Really?
No, wouldn't do that.
For the Raiders or the
What
Bucks?
benefit is it to me after like a few months of being proud to say, maybe not. That's not true. Because the Angels won the series in 2002, and I was there for my honeymoon, and it was still the coolest thing ever.
Yeah, glorious, yes.
Somebody said they would give up all of their jewelry. Others said they would give up Fortnite for the rest of their lives. Those were the younger fans, which was kind of crazy. You're saying you would give up Fortnite for the rest of your lives? The weirdest ones to me, there was a percentage of people who said they would give up a finger.
Just chop it right off.
They would take a finger off.
That is commitment. And I think
their team could win a World Series.
Would you? Okay, let me ask you guys a question, Starmy. What would you give up for us?
Okay.
Would you give up a finger for us? Huh? Would you? Would you?
Cruz says, do we have to talk about this? She's a Dodger fan.
Starmy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, hey there.
Oh, hey there, Aaron.
Buck, what would you give up, man, for your Chiefs to win a Super Bowl?
He's
what
not
would you
going to have
be
to give up
willing to give
anything
up?
because they're going to this year.
Oh, yeah, well.
Mahomes is ridiculous.
I don't want to put that out there because I don't want to.
I put it out there.
Believe in the jinx.
Right.
Not that I believe in the jinx, but I don't want to jinx it.
Bad juju. Yeah.
I said it. You don't have to. Mahomes is on another level.
He is on another level. That guy's a star for sure. I would skip a meal, maybe lunch.
You'd skip a meal? You probably could. Sure. You could probably skip a meal, a couple.
Really?
What? Wow. So sorry.
Really?
What? Most people are just saying no to everything. I wouldn't give up anything. I would refuse to give anything up for a sports team.
Good for you. I love that person.
People. Like, seriously, no, not me, nothing.
Yeah, that's a little over the top, don't you think, Buck? That people are willing to, like, chop a finger off for their team?
To win it all.
Well, we went down that road years ago for something.
Yeah, that's true.
Yep.
I remember chopped off their pinky for an iPhone. That's true.
Yeah.
People will do crazy stuff. It's like they will. They'll do crazy stuff. I was actually just talking to somebody about setting up my GoFundMe page just in case my beloved Kansas City Chiefs end up going to the Super Bowl, and I don't know.
No. Listen, Richie Rich.
What do you mean? No.
You don't get to set up a GoFundMe page to go to the Super Bowl because you can pay for it yourself building legacies.
Yeah, building legacies.
Why not save for that legacy of your franchise, okay?
I'll tell you right now, I've actually already had the conversation with my wife that if for some strange reason it's looking like the Chiefs are going to go to the Super Bowl, I'm going.
Well, duh, you have to.
And yeah, because it's 1969 was the last time they won a Super Bowl. Wow. I wasn't even born.
Yeah, go.
And that's a long time coming.
Let me ask you this though. Let me ask you this, okay?
Yeah,
we're playing hypotheticals here. let's say you drop, $3,000 on a ticket to the Super Bowl. Are you still going to be stoked when you see them lose to the Rams?
That's funny you say that, Steve-O, because I was just having a conversation with a gentleman about this, and we learned yesterday the Rams are totally a beatable team, because if you watch the game that happened yesterday with the Green Bay Packers, they gave Green Bay the ball back. They were up 29-27.
Yep.
And it was
shout out to Ty Montgomery.
3 minutes and 49 seconds left in the fourth.
Yeah.
And for some reason, unbeknownst to anybody, Ty Montgomery decided it would be a good idea to run the ball back when he received it in the end zone instead of just taking a touchback at the 25-yard line.
Even though
he fumbled the ball.
Yep, gave it up. And that was ball game. Dude, here's the thing. He was explicitly told not to run it out of the end zone.
Was he really?
Yeah, he was told by the team. Aaron Rodgers lit him up after the game. Apparently, the possession before, Ty Montgomery was benched, like he was pulled out of the play, and he was angry, and he threw his helmet when he got to the sideline, and that was kind of him taking out his anger and frustration. He was explicitly told to take a knee and give the ball to number 12.
Whoa.
Yeah, and he did not. So, yeah, that's on him. That is on him.
Yeah. I mean, I think, here's my prediction right now. I think that the AFC Championship game is going to be the Chiefs and the Patriots. I don't know where it's going to be. I don't know if it's going to be at Arrowhead or I don't know if it's going to be in Foxborough. But I think that if things keep going the way that they're going, we're going to see the Rams take on the Saints. And I think, I think it's a toss-up between the two.
No,
I think the Saints and the Rams, it's going to
Rams,
it
bro.
can go either way.
Rams, and then somebody else is saying Tom Brady's going to have something to say about the Chiefs being in the Super Bowl, but I just don't see that happening. So we got to.
I'll tell you.
Yeah, tell us all about it.
I'll tell you right now before we go.
Yeah, because we got to go.
When the Patriots played the Chiefs, if that game would have been in Arrowhead, the Chiefs would have won that game.
Yeah.
Okay.
That was kind of a toss-up.
Yeah.
All right.
It really was.
Well,
there we go.
Yeah.
Thanks,
all right,
man.
buddy.
Thank you.
Right. Good talking to you.
Good talking to you, man. We just got to go to break.
And
wait, we're done.
Yeah. It's the end of the show.
We're done, yeah. Later, man.
So
go home.
Okay.
Right. Go home.
See you, dude.
Okay. Well,
all right,
guys, we did it.
We did it. We made it. Thank you so much for being a part of the show. And we'll get the podcast up in a couple hours. Maybe 3, maybe 4. It's going to be a lot of work for Steve-O today. He took so many breaks. Yeah. We'll also upload on YouTube and Facebook. Thank you for hanging out with us, you guys, being a part of the show. If we learned anything today, be encouraging. Also, #InBullies. Okay? If we could pass that on, I'd appreciate it. There you go. And go donate some organs. Okay? You want my kidney, bro? You want part of my liver?
No. I don't want your organs, man.
You want an eye? I'll give you one of my eyeballs. I got beautiful blue eyes. You can have one. All right, guys, have a beautiful day. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
That's all we got. There ain't no more. That's right. Time is tight. It's the end of the show.
Pastor Jack Graham and a Star 88 Supernova.
Whether it's a teenager waiting to get their driver's license,